Only met her once, let me fuck her twice. Creeping through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, had to roll the dice. She was spending the night, but I can't make her right. Only met her once, let me fuck her twice. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping. Hey. My cold as ice, flow like Dolomite. This no one-on-one, bitch, I ball like mine. I just thought that bitch that you just made your wife. Never trust the internet, that shit do your trife. And I'm focused on that shit that help me sleep at night. I be wishing you were here, but you were always right. Blow up overnight, I guess you want me right, but you don't know me right. But you don't show me right. Still creeping through the night. You cool as when it breeze, it ain't winter time. Girl, are you still on me? I just need some peace of mind. Creeping through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, had to roll the dice. You wanna spend the night, but I can't make it right. Only met her once, let me fuck her twice. Creeping through the night, I know what you like. I live my life, had to roll the dice. She wanna spend the night, but I can't make it right. Only met her once, let me fuck her twice. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping. Through the night, creeping.
You ever had somebody you really like? I mean like really like, but you're not sure if they feeling you? This is one of these scenarios, you know, like boy meets girl, this whole coming of age thing. This is my story, and I just want to share it with you. I woke up in the morning feeling better than I did last night. Now I got a text from this girl I've been feeling right for a couple months. Hit me, are you up? Text back, girl, what's up? She said, let's link up. One time, probably two. Bring your friends too, cause my girls are sliding through. You can meet us at the park, so get ready. I wanna see you, and don't be late. It's a lovely day, and I wanna conversate. So I'm getting ready. I'm looking sharp. Got a text from my crush, meet us at the park. So I call up my homies, what's up, dog? And we bout to make our way to chill at the park. And we go, to the park. And we go, to see my crush. And we go, with the homies. And we go, hey. So we get there, I see her from a glare. People playing ball, she waving at me, dog. I pulled up a seat, while the homies greet. She hugged me, saying things like she missed me. Sparked the conversation, cracked a couple jokes, thinking how far can this go? She feeling me, but I gotta know for sure. While we talking, this dude sat beside her, dog. And then he said, babe, we heading to the mall. I was looking like straight full, had all the homies laughing at me, bro. The girls was laughing at me. I'm like, dang. But it's all cool though. I messed with a cousin like a week after. Yeah. But yo, I'm glad you're here to listen, man. I'm gonna tell my story. Appreciate that though. Peace. Hey, had to get it now, yeah, that's a game plan. Yeah. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on the floor, so I won the game, man. Yeah. King Tito, baby, and I'm from the A, man. Hey. Had to get it now, yeah, that's a game plan. Yeah. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on them floor, so I won the game, man. Yeah. King Tito, baby, and I'm frontin', ayy, man. Switch it up, Atlanta where I'm heating up. Yeah, I gotta get it, it's a must. At your function, post it up with my partners. Current classic is the brand, say it louder when I shout it. Girl, you got it, bring your friends too. We can get lit too, show you what I can do, but I can't dance, just playing. I'm about to have Atlanta streets blazing when I come through, man, this for bank too. Hey, I crank like high colors from the most side. Decap the bank kid, man, they go wild. Remember thinking to myself like this go time. Can't I see what I'm rocking? Yeah, that's all the time. Yeah, I've been in my groove. Tito, it's the truth. If you ain't down there, I don't know you. Sticking to the script, it is what it is. Heating up this year, get ready for the kid. Had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on the floor, so I won the game, man. King Tito, baby, and I'm frontin', amen. Had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on them folks, so I won the game, man. King Tito, baby, and I'm frontin', amen.
So,
Say, boy, you went too crazy.
hey, okay now. My favorite color green, should've went that bastard. After get drunk, gotta go to marriage. Started getting money, now them bitches staring. All them different colors, they wonder what I'm wearing. Now a nigga styling, somewhere on the island. Cousin backing out 10K, why you wildin'? He say he want problems, I say I want violence. He ain't no better, he ain't had no guidance. Somebody better tell little boy something. He ain't got it on him while that little boy frontin'. Boy, you them boys on your block, Andre Drummond. I ain't from the 860, but I'm dumbin'. Fuck ready with, I ain't fucking with it. Rent with Young Thug, count digits. I ain't gotta talk about it, cause you know I did it. Why a nigga always wanna know how you livin'?
Pom pom, papa pom pom, chopper hit your body, now you done. She say I'm the one, hotter than the sun. All you need is sons, always need a fun. Running with the team, but it's a one-on-one. Yeah, they hate us cause we up now. Hey, for that bitch, it's some uptown. That's a new wrist, need a bust down. She in love, that's what's up now. She said, why we always beefing Freddie Jason? I'm looking at these niggas and me, we are not adjacent. Got a blunt for the truth, but I gotta face it. Even if I'm in love, bet I won't chase it. No, stuck to the money while they stuck to the base. You winning, so just so for entertainment. I'm still 10 toes, nothing to play with. Same game, if it ain't broke, don't break it.
I told my daughter if you wanna rap, then rap. But I think you should be a princess. I told her boyfriend if he gon' cap, then cap. And he can get a chin check. I told my chauffeur to make a left. Telecoms, don't put me over, I ain't taking that breath. No, I'm not getting out the car, I ain't showing you shit. And no, I ain't taking them steps. Cause I know I'm gonna be under arrest. Cause I'm high as fuck, I just lit it up. Plus I got call up my wife, tell her come get the car. And she gon' see the bitch in my trunk. Whole lot of money, I stack all the 20s. I burn through the ones, I get what I want. Spend all the 50s, I pass out the hundreds. I swear on my mama, my comma will come. That's because all of the commas I front. I like my money with commas in front. I like my bitch with a thong up her butt and her natural hair like she Lauren or something. I like my chips in the ruffles with onions. I like my bricks in the duffel with butter. I like the Glocks on the table, the pumps in the closet, and I like the dope in the oven. I like my hoe when they naked. I fuck them so reckless, and then I'm gonna come on her stomach. Hold up. Fuck happened to the beat, bro?
Hey, bro, that's cool and all, but weren't you supposed to be dissing Chess?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that little nigga. All right, let's get it. Cake life, I ain't even make no diss track. Why you got my name in them shit raps? Oh, cause your honor so relevant, big fat. Nigga, I blow your motherfucking head off your shoulder and leave it on your front porch gift wrap. Leave no prints, don't leave no stench. Now the fans come through like it must be a mishap. Big facts, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You got the wrong nigga out of this class. Better give all that shit to them other little niggas over here, cause you won't get your shit back. I got 2 Glock 9s and they both got 30s all black and the rest still mismatched. Running your house with a 30 in the gym bag. Now you got a new house, guys like Sinbad. Big fact, fuck is you from? All you gonna see is a tech in the drum. All we gonna leave is a mess when we come. You just gonna see me in Rex with a gun. You just gonna see my index and my thumb. You just gonna see a suppressor then run. All you gonna hear is a pop pop followed by dot mop, then another pop pop, then another pop pop rum. I'm the little bitch, I'm the number one stunner. You talk all that shit, I'm gonna handle your plumbing. Hand smack at your funeral, reading the statement like Dilly departed. My number one gunner, don't fuck with me, stupid. This ain't what you wanna. I get on my knees and I pray for a bust it. Dear Heavenly Father, I wish that he would. Then I blow the cake on them suckers. I call her Rex for the pies and the chicken. I call her Mookie, don't lie with the bitches. He let me know by surprise when you living. I be at your door like, how, who is it? Mama like Raekwon can't have visits. I be like, damn, how old little nigga? She like, damn, that's a grown little nigga, then blam. Now you live alone, little nigga. We hide them bitches to find where you living. No ties, no printers, no wires, no witness. No time for religion. My niggas is atheists. Remington shoot with 100 for radius. I got to drop right to where your location is. I drop a op like he entered the matrix. And all of that violence, your honor was made for it. Everybody smelling like bacon things. I ain't got time for no hand shit. Had to just break a brick and give it back to the gang. You do $1 million, I'm worth about $1 million. I promise you, nigga, this shit ain't the same. You call up Tay-Rock and Steams to spar. This is the difference I'm trying to explain. Your best friend battling a bitch this weekend and my best friend in the All-Star game. We not the same. 15 racks in the book bag, nigga, this pocket chain. We not the same. Just gave Mook the SK looking like a stock exchange, but we not the same. I ain't even about to finish that shit. Hey, Chess, give me 35. Give me 35 if I can finish this shit for you. Chess, Rock, Oz, Lux. Rock again, Oz again, Lux again, Verb, DNA, GC, better yet, Treachy. Shine, you my brother, much love, you already know. DNA, you dead, man. Mickey Facts, dry snitching ass. Don't enter my sparring sessions no more, you just gonna cap the other niggas, nigga. Weak nigga, I been him, always have been and will be. You don't like the name, then kill me. Just for fucking spar with clips. I gotta spar with Mook, cause y'all niggas ain't it. It's different up here. Big capital. I'm going.
Hey. Peso Picasso, Peso LeBird, whatever you want to call it.
Perfect.
Hey. Hey, I'm on this shit that they not on. They say let bygones be bygones. Grip on the net like a python. Jump out the top like I'm Zion. I want a realist, no caption. Need a little bitch in the fashion. She bust a bat like we crashing. I tell my shit, I'm about action. Hop in the studio, turn to assassin. I'm about those, no time for distraction. Can you imagine? Beamer to Aston. Ha, past them, I'm in the league of my own. Like mobile, I guess on myself. They like, so what you own? I'm working for generation wealth. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Pabon. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Pabon. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, enjoy life, cause you don't know how long you're gonna be here. Hey. I'm in the league of my own. I might just go play for myself. All of the shit that you own, your dollars ain't making no sense. Don't act like you knew me, that's pretense. To that little bitch to the deep end. She wanna slide for the weekend. Dude say got me tweaking. New as a youngin', I've been up to something. Not everybody cousins, but I'm on the block like I'm charming. I got the drip like I'm gonna. I make a wanna. I'ma hit it 4 times. You gon' call me stunner. They say you too smooth, but slid out the gutter, but still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Pabon. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Pabon. Ay, nigga, I'm stone.
Picasso, Pistol of Bird, whatever you want to call it. I sick of class, started making classics.
Shout out to down, brother, man.
Fuck going on? There's a whole lot of ice shit going on.
Gang, man, gang. 20 gang, 20 gang. If it ain't 20 gang, it ain't nothing.
Underdogs winning. What the fuck they talking? Hey, the underdogs winning.
Winning, man.
Underdogs winning.
Ooh, it's true. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll. 45 my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't never say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll. 45 my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't never say no. I get fly for no reason, never I commit treason. Fuck the bitch that I'm leaving, already I'm bleeding. Ooh, dropped out, I ain't staying in school. Make mines, had to break the rules. Fast cars and fancy jewels. Front on me, you gon' make the news. That's bad for show that. Just letting you know that. I be low where your hoe at. Show me where the dough at. I roll around, I hold it down to the ground. I run the town, go 100 miles, got 100 styles. Be running wild while the money pile. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll. 45 my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. I'm sourced up, I'm dripping. I'm bossed up, I'm pimping. I'm double cupping, I'm sipping. Them niggas hating and tripping. I'm taking all of their bitches. I'm making all of my riches. I handle all of my business. Then peel off with the quickness. Lord, can I get a witness? Buy everything expensive. It's food store for them dishes.
I don't want to get too hype. What is up? Sunday, 7/3/2022, and y'all know tomorrow is Independence Day. Shout out to everybody, 4th of July. Drop a bomb for you. Okay, I hope I ain't got nothing echoing, nothing crazy. How does it sound? Can I get some love? How does it sound? Now, a lot of things to talk about, a lot of deep subjects. People might be offended. Maybe not. I don't know. But we're going to jump into it. Someone sent me a message while the videos were going. While the videos were playing, I got messages. Now, these messages I got was about repairs being done by a certain individual. Yes, we know who he is. The infamous JJ. I don't usually pull things up on screen. You know, it's not my job to be here embarrassing folks. I don't like to do that. That's kind of messy, not my style, but JJ had a very strong history. Then it just went like straight down. Blackberry style. Okay? So, for my man, JJ, I just want to say, I don't know where you are. You're not even talking to anyone. I don't think anyone has even heard your name. But I just want you to know why you're out there listening, because you was listening last time. JJ, you're still my dog. This is one area of your life, man. You can holler at me about anything. We ain't got to be like that. We ain't got to be like that. We don't. You come to me, holler at me, man. You ain't got to be off the grid. Okay? But this ain't your jam right now. For whatever reason, they just come and bam, bam, bam. Holy damn. If it was a cable install and you were installing cable and the cable guy got come behind you, oh shit, you fired. They just fire you. It is very simple. So I'm going to pull up these pictures. And I'm sorry, but it's only right. It's only right I pull up the pictures. So let me go ahead and pull them up for everyone to see. This is the work that's been happening from JJ. Let's go ahead and pull them up here. And by the way, both of these consoles do not work. They're not even fixable. My man destroyed them.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Booker T, talk to him. My man destroyed them. Pull up the damn screenshot, Snake. Just go into it. As much as I don't want to do it, I do. So it's like both ways. So let's go ahead and pull it up on screen. I'm gonna switch y'all over. Bam. And don't be looking at my messages, because they might come up on screen. I don't know. Messages pop up. I don't need you looking. Close your eyes, please. Shake my hand. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to yell at you. Everybody out there. Love Mo fam. Hey, matter of fact, hold up. Before I even go any further, I'm going to pull this picture up on screen and let y'all drift on it while I do that. How about that? Okay, is that better? Booyah. And I ain't see pictures at the end. I ain't worried about all them little pictures. You know, we ain't doing nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. I ain't crazy. Okay? But look at that. Okay? Let's flip to the next one. Oh, man. Man. Oh, God. Y'all, we're not going to drift on this because we've been on this time and time again. While we're looking at the picture, let's go to the chat. My man, Joe. Shout out to Joe. Couple of shots. First one, Joe. Hardest working man in show business. Dante's Italian Bistro. Check it out. Just look it up. Look it up on Google. Okay? Look it up on Google. Dante's Italian Bistro. Holla at my man, Joe. Hardest working man in show business. Holla at you. Magnus. Shout out Magnus, man. Still probably killing people in raid. You beat me. You won. Take it. Take it. I don't want it no more. Okay. Marcus. Yo, my man Marcus holding it down. Hold on. Let me give you. I got to find something for you. Mom, I'm going to give you an air horn, man. Because I push the buttons and I give you weird sounds. It'll wind up. Hold on. Let me see. So I'm going to just give you an example. I'm going to press a button. I'm going to see what it does. That's the one. Okay. Okay. I got a punch. Did I do that? Wow. I got crazy sounds on here. We just going to ignore that. But my man, shout out Marcus. My man Shane with the best last name. Cockburn is in the house. My man, Mr. Cockburn, is in the house. Shane, Australia. Holler at you. Okay? I got many more I can go through, but okay. You know, see the pictures. My man JJ is tearing stuff up. Okay, whoa. Hey. I told you close your eyes. Let's just go to that. I don't even know who that was. You know, he was. I don't know. I don't know nothing of nothing. How about that? Okay, how about that? So let's get to it. Like I said, I got so much to talk about. Don't got much time. So first, I am going to put the Restream chat link in there for anyone that wants to jump in. If I could grab the shit. Okay. I'm all ready. Now, I'm going to try not to swear. People, work with me. I'm going to try very hard because I need some monetization. Okay. You two don't like showing love to those dudes that cuss. I might get away with it on other places, but you two don't like it so much. So I'm going to try to restrain from swearing. So I'll get some of the stuff out now, like shit, damn, oh, holy hell. I ain't going to say the other ones, you know, because it could get nasty. All right. I don't even know how to start this one, but let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to kick straight to the chase and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. Okay, which means you can ask anything about the scenario. But yes, I decided to fall back on the Gary and Max situation. Now, so much to cover, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to put you in my brain. Just work with me. So it was last stream, okay? Not last week. Last week it was other stuff, you know, bunch of stuff, but nonetheless. Other stream after that, okay? We jamming. We talking about the Gary, the Max. I got everybody. I see Maj Chitville over there looking. I see Mr. Mario, which, by the way, shout out Maj Chitville. Shout out Mr. Mario. Shout out Statics. Shout out Modern Vintage Gamer. Shout out. I can go on and on and on about those in Nintendo Switch. Let's just say genre. I don't even want to put it to homebrew. Do a lot more than just homebrew. We bring a lot more style class, a bunch of other stuff besides just homebrew. So all those gentlemen get big kudos. Okay, let me get my sound straight. Hold up, because I was gonna give them a bomb. I don't want to mess up. Them gentlemen deserve kudos. So, why did I fall back? I fell back simply because after the last stream, everybody was all up in arms. They wanted to go ahead and move forward with interviews. I actually, be honest, could have interviews with Gary and Max. I'm be honest, I can. It's not even a if. I totally could have interviews, full-blown interviews, asking questions with Gary Bowser and Max Lorne. How do you pronounce that? Is that Lorne? Lauren, can I get some help? Yeah, what's that? But nonetheless, I have connections, okay, with other people. So great, get a lot of things going on. Hey, bam, bam. Oh, we on. Yes, I'm about to get an interview that's going to break through the channel. Everybody was for it. Twitter, retweets, people following, watching. Yes, by the way, get on the Twitter gang, NickMo05. Get on that. But they're watching. They're looking. I'm like, this is going to be the one breakthrough, Mo fam, thanks to you guys. My young bucks out there leading the way. My OGs leading the way. And then the stream ended. Okay? Stream ended, and I had multiple people reach out to me. Multiple. There were people who are, directly involved in some way. I'm not going to say involved with any criminal activities, but there were people who are involved. And there were people who had completely nothing to do with anything but concern. And there was even family saying, watch out. This is hot. Okay? So, stream ended. I get that right after. It's hot. Yo, Nick, trust me. Do not go any further. Stop all communication right now, because when that shit hits the fan, you're going to be caught right in it. You're going to have information, and that's enough to possibly criminate you, or incriminate you, I should say. I don't like that. Didn't want that. Didn't want no parts of that. And also, it would involve lawyers, different fees have to be paid. It was nice, okay? It's nice for a second, until I realized how the shit can hit the fan. So I bowed out. Now, I want to tell you guys something about me bowing out in this case. Me bowing out does not mean I will not be, ever speaking with Gary Bowser. Okay? Me bowing out doesn't mean I will never be speaking with Max. But what it means is right now there is some shit going on. And I don't want to be attached to it. I don't want anything to do with it. And when I say the shit coming, bloom, bloom. Okay, the shit's gonna hit. And when it hit, I want to be far away from everything. Okay? So, since Gary has wrote me on the last messages that I told everyone about, everybody was here. I put the messages up. Matter of fact, I got my phone here. I'll do it again. It's the same app. It's everything. I completely ghosted Gary. Yeah. Ghosted. Ain't write nothing back. And believe me, when I was writing, I know the FBI is watching. They watching now. They playing with the views. They play with the live views. They play with the subs. They play with everything. I don't trust nothing. I just thank God when somebody writes something in the chat and I know you're real. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for talking. Okay. Thank you for helping MoFam. Thank you for continuing the movement, because that's what I need. Everything else, I don't know. So when I was writing, I knew they were getting all this information. And I said, I got to stop. Wasn't anything that was incriminating to myself, but I don't want to receive any information as well. Because if I receive that information now, I could, somehow be mixed up in it. That's the best way to say it. Now, there's a letter here, okay? And I kind of want to blank out my government. Everybody know the P.O. box and everything. Can y'all see that? And most people know the government. The government is nothing new. Okay, it's out there. People know my name. I don't be hiding. I don't got nothing to hide. I don't got any warrants. I don't got any, priors that I'm running from. I'm not crazy. I'm a dude that get on here and talk my shit good. Good, by the way. Okay? So that's why I'm here. But nonetheless, And if you don't believe it's good shit, why did they invite me to everything? Why do all these media different outlets say, hell yeah, we want Nick Moses on 5 Game Empire? That ain't no bullshit, okay? And that's you guys also, the true supporters who have been helping this movement. That's why you guys need to let me know where you're at. So when I come out there, you can easily just put on a shirt. You're part of the team. It's no hire. See, I don't have a hiring process. I don't have none of that shit. It's just like, oh shit, you was in the chat. You want to put on a shirt? Can you hold a camera? Come on, my dog. You've been represented. So it works with me. But nonetheless, that's and you guys see it. That's Gary Bowser's real handwriting. Now, I haven't opened it. As you can see, still sealed. Okay? I did not even want to read it. You know how you ghosted somebody? And I don't know if y'all had previous girls or something that you was talking to, significant others. And you was talking and you said, you know what? I'm gonna have to end it. Let me go ahead and send this text message because I don't got the heart to look them in the face. Yes, I was there at some point. Okay, I was there. I didn't want to look in the face. Hey, let me write this message. I don't give a shit. It's over, goddamn it. Bam! And you send it. Oh shit! And you're sitting there like, oh Lord, I wonder what they gonna say. Boom! And the text message comes in, and you don't even want to read it. You like, I already know what it's gonna say. So I don't want to read it. But this one should be anything. I'm gonna open it. I'm actually gonna open the letter. I'm gonna read on the stream. And by the way, shout out. I didn't even put. I seen a couple other. I'm missing the chat. My fault. I'm on a rant right now. Shout out Red Ghost. Okay, let me get you a bomb. Ghost got the YouTube too. Don't forget, Ghost. You holla at my man too. You shout me, I shout you out. He got the YouTube too. Check out. Nonetheless, okay, my man Ghost. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I see people calling. No, it's good. Call in when you can. I see my man Joe said I call in when we can. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm here. And I'm about to bust open the letter and all that shit. I'm spilling it all. I don't even give a shit no more because I'm out. Okay, have you ever played Texas Hold'em? That shit is hot at first. Yeah, when you come across and you say, oh yeah, baby, jacks. I got a pair of jacks. Boom, and somebody goes all in, and you go, you know what? I'm about to smoke them all in. And then you start looking, and it comes across. What is it, the river? Or something? I don't even know. It just comes across. Boom, ace and king. And you go, oh, shit. You feel different, don't you? He might have an ace and king and shut your whole operation. Gets real. So, it's not over. Okay, I will say it's not over. I will be continuing to speak with Gary and Max. I would like to do a full interview, but I would like to continue when Gary actually gets out of the federal penitentiary. Like I don't want to deal with it. Okay. And by the way, gonna be on supervised supervised released. So which means I don't know. You're supervised. Maybe they come by and scan out your house with the white van down the street, like. I don't know what that entails. But nonetheless, it's already been said. Gary has told me that's what the deal is. And Gary will be out next July. So this next 4th of July, hopefully Gary could be, bam, we could be talking about this. I said, Gary, watch all my shit. See how I felt? I was scared, Gary. I was scared. They was on me. You were in there. I was out here. I didn't want to be in there, Gary. I understand. And I think Gary will understand that. Okay? So, and shout out Magnus, you're right about that pocket aces. Okay, don't mess around. You mess around and lose. Think you're hot shit. And Texas Hold'em and get shut up real quick. That's a game to test your nut hairs. Texas Hold'em. But I'm gonna go ahead and open it. What the hell? First time opening it. I didn't care. I said I'm gonna open it. Which, by the way, as I'm opening it, as you can see. Damn it. Shit, this is tight as hell. And, oh, man, look, the government's all on it. It don't even matter. My government's everywhere. Everybody know. Timothy Prince, what is up? I see you. I see you, sir. What is going on, man? Bam. He wrote a nice, little something. A little decent, a little decent amount. I'm gonna read that. But before I read it, look at this. I got something even better. You guys see this? That is the Core Links app. You see the email, nickmoses05 YouTube at Gmail. Yes, that is me. Okay. Notice that says 10 messages that I haven't even read. As I click on them, inbox 10. I don't even want to read them. Gary, understand. When you get out, Gary, and you watch this, understand. I don't want to be a part of this. I just wanted to report. Damn. It's a bunch of them. So, I'm going to get to those. But let's go ahead. What the hell? Bam. He even dated it. Okay. Hello. Thanks a lot for your letter and the bit of funds. It would help to buy coffee, stamps, time for email system. Okay. I will add your contact info for approval today. Today, this is the first letter back. My man Gary said today. Can't shoot it. I wish I got a Uzi. Because I would have. My bad. Okay, what's up? So, but hold up. I was my fault. I was about the Uzi. I will add your contact info for approval today. And then we can chat more by email. But it needs to get postal mail as well as the email system costs money. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm reading the best I can. He did say his handwriting was bad. He did say it. Okay. So, sorry for the bad printing. Have not used a pen in over 2 decades. My man said he ain't used a pen in 2 decades. My man just said he ain't used. Gary, that's my dog. You my dog regardless. But Gary, we got to talk. When you get out, how do you go 2 decades, 20 years without using? I got to make sure I'm reading this shit. Hold up. Okay. Now look, hold up. I ain't mistaken that, right? Look at that. Sorry for the bad printing. Have not used pen in over 2. Gary, how'd you man? You got to be a computer man. Everything you do is on the computer or on the phone or something. And Texan's been out for a while. Computers, typewriters, all that shit been out way before my time. And Gary's older, so Gary experienced all that. So I don't doubt my man was typing. But holy shit, 2 decades, man. You definitely don't mess with the government, really, because I'm gonna tell you, everywhere I went, I was saying, oh, DMV sign right here. Oh, you at the bank sign right here. Oh, you want a grocery store card? Here, enter your phone number. Like, you don't get away with none of that shit. Okay. I will explain more via email, but for now, no interviews until next year, which applies to the other podcaster that contacted me. He shouted out to other podcaster. Maybe you know of him. His name is Nick the Snitch. Ratatouille. You're tripping, Nick. You about to say the name Don't Snitch 969 me? Okay. And be kind enough as well to send me a bit of funds and a few good books. Okay. But my man, I'm about to, and after this, by the way, I am going to reach out to this person. Go and let them know. I want to find out more about that. I can reach out to them. They ain't in there. Okay, we could just have that combo, but nonetheless, does say the name of the individual, which didn't have it in any of the text messages. Weird. But okay, he sent me a bit of fun, sent me some books. If you have not read The Game Engine Black Books by Fabian Sangler. Fabian, anybody know that? Fabian Sangler? Shout you out. You got a shout out on Nick Moses 05 Gaming Pop. I need to be getting paid for this. You know what? This is it. I'm done, y'all. I don't get paid for these ads. Fabian Sanglar, shout out to you. You should, as one poured similar when back in my early days. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to read it, man. I'm trying. Maybe I should release a book as well. Would help pay down my restitution. Yo, I agree. Usually people who do become arrested for federal crimes a lot of times get out and like to tell their stories to educate others who are going through things similar or maybe in that lifestyle. Helps. I don't mind that. Okay. Also, take the other book called Juarez by Martin Paul Eve, man.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it. I gave you a shout out. I ain't even gonna trip this time. I ain't even gonna trip. It's a good read, but it ends with 2020 Sparks raid sus before my something. Anyway, that's all for now. We would chat more via email. And again, thanks for the funds. My man himself. What is that? Oh, his number. Okay, his signature a lot better. Signature. If you don't believe me, that's the signature. Okay? Camera fixed in and everything. That's the signature. My man, Gary Bowser. So, say no bullshit. Okay? I'm going to write him, and I'm actually going to explain to Gary that our communication must be very limited, and I would prefer to continue communication after he does get out. If I could help in any way, I will, but I do not want to start any donation funds or anything like that. I feel as though with the heat that is coming, I will be somehow attached to that. I don't want it. And shout out Magnus. Shout out my dog, Magnus. Magnus, appreciate that. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is shit that keep the show going. And I said I wasn't going to cuss, but you know what? You broke the algorithm. When you do that, you break the damn algorithm. And by the way, I'm getting a PS4. So you're going to help pay for that and make more videos, sir. Kudos to you. I don't even got to say shit else. That PS4 is going to make a lot of videos, sir. PS4 Pro, the whole mod. We'll be talking about that later. Okay, I do got the PS4 Pro stuff and mods and all that coming. Okay, but shout out my man Magnus. I can't say nothing. Do I got anything else? Hold up. Yeah. Got a little beef for you, Magnus. We're talking about Gary Max, but I had to take a second. The 1999 was on point. You feel me? Hey, why anytime you say, you feel me? That seemed like a hit, don't it? You feel me? Maybe, man, you know what? Maybe kids be listening like, oh, that sounds like some 1990s shit. I don't know. I'm saying this hit. That's just me. But appreciate you, man. And shout out my man. Yo, Twitch. We got to give Twitch a shout out, man. I gave out Mario jumps and I don't give them out. I don't give out Mario jumps. Twitch, you came in a clutch. You got one. Shout you out, my man. Shout out to Twitch group out there. Okay. A couple more gunshots. All right. Okay. So, and I got so much to talk about, so we're going to have to move on. Okay. But I'm going to also put this back in case anybody's jumping in. Okay. If you want to speak on any of these subjects at any point, you can jump in and just message in the chat in the restream. You would like to come in and speak on the subject at hand. And if you want to go off subject, just let me know. I don't mind that. Just let me know. Okay. So Magnus, appreciate that. But one thing my wife said in this case that really hit home to me, besides everyone else telling me, stay the hell away. My wife said something that really hit home. And I usually don't be thinking like this. And by the way, shout out to PK, the PK himself. Y'all don't know. This young man is a terror. Good dude. Terrorized the whole community. No, I'm just joking. He ain't terrorizing. Good dude. Good dude. That's my man. PK, holla at you. You know we talk on, you got the Gmail. You know how we do. Okay, let me get off that. Looking like a crackhead. But anyways, my wife said something that really hit home. Okay? She said, don't you ever think how you got access so easily? I thought about it. I said, damn. So maybe nobody else. You know, me, the way I'm thinking is nobody else is doing what I'm doing. At times when I sit and think and I don't get much to do, I'm thinking of crazy ideas nonstop. All and lot outside of social media, believe it or not. But on social media, constantly thinking of other ideas, and now on Twitter more, and now on TikTok, 1 second building, and on Instagram, and now on YouTube, and now on Facebook. I can go on and on. I've been all around to different platforms because, you know, I love to make sure everyone's involved. But this is something when she said, I had to sit back and think, why? Why was access given so easily? Now, you can say others have maybe reached out to Max and was able to communicate. Gary did say he spoke with another podcaster. So I'm not the only one. But my question is, why was it so easy? And what she said, why was it so easy? Why were you able to just get right in? And you know what? He added you right away. You could have been an enemy. You could have been a hater, a killer, somebody wanting to get the scoop to take them down for more time. But he added you on the first communication. Now, maybe I wrote some powerful words when I first wrote Gary. Maybe I wrote some powerful words. But I never thought that, why was it so easy? I always thought that I was doing something different. Outside of the box. That's why I'm able to do this. And by the way, it wouldn't be the first time I stepped out the box and done some shit to change my life. But at the same time, this one did feel different. Felt very easy. Wasn't much. I thought out a plan, executed, no stoppage, no halts, no nothing. Everything was immediate. Phone number added, email added, communication, nonstop. You haven't communicated in a while, still communicating. Takes money. Spending money to do that. How's that? I haven't given any more. But that's still a man, a human being. And that's how I am. So shout out. And man, my man, I was gonna shout out Twitch. My man just threw the whole plug to buy, get your plug on. Get your plug on. I ain't hating. I ain't hating. Now see, he's right. He's right. All right, I'm gonna give you that. And I'm gonna be honest. For the longest, I'm usually one of those dudes that say, I don't give a shit. Doing it my way. That's how I got here. But that was one that I actually sat down. I thought about it. And I said, damn, why was it so easy? You usually have hurdles. I usually run into a lot of hurdles. And I pass them. They might take time. They might take effort, might take energy, but I could pass them. This was every single thing, down to every communication accepted. Hey, Max, what's going on? Hey, Nick, what's up, man? Hey, I'm here. Let you know. Hey, anytime you want to do it, I sing your podcast. Hey, you popping. Hey, popping. Nick Moses 05. I'm going to watch your shit all day. Right, Gary? Hey, man, I've been waiting for you to write me the whole time. Here you go. Hey, I got you a bunch of emails and letters. Nick Moses 05. I can't wait to get out and meet you. Yes. How is that? That's a little iffy. So, on top of everybody saying stay the hell away, stay in the hell away. Okay? Stay in the hell away. Don't want nothing to do with it. I'm going to wait until he is released from the federal penitentiary because as you guys see, the right there, is it right there? Federal Detention Center. I don't want to be in Seattle, Washington. Okay, I got family out there. Hey, shout out to the family in Seattle. Heard it's a beautiful place. But I don't want to go out there for that reason. Okay, I'm straight. Keep all that shit. Holla at you, sleepless in Seattle, because I'm not going to Seattle, Washington. So I will write them. I'm very tempted, by the way, to read even some of these messages. I guess something bad must have happened. Well, this is usual general. Out again this evening. He is writing. I'm just reading titles. we're going to wrap this up because I got to move on to the next news. I am going to be letting him know that we cannot keep the communication. Okay, we're going to have to wait. The kitchen is hot, and the info I got, okay, and the FBI's watching right now. I know because they seen my damn name. They let my name go through right away. Hey, Nick Moses 05, come on, meet Gary. Hey, shake his, come in the cell. Go meet his bunkie. No, I don't want to do that. I'm straight. I'm straight. You can keep all that. Keep my message, my damn handwriting. Take all that shit. Scan it and do all that shit. You won't get nothing else. You won't get a skin damn sale from me. Okay? So my bad. Just had to go on a little rant. Let it know how I'm staying away from that. But when Gary gets out, Gary, we will talk. Gary, I will come to the DR. I got a passport. Gary. I can be in DR. I can be enjoying myself. Vacation. Come over and meet you real fast. Actually, I'm going to be honest. You're supervised. So I might have to, be supervised as well. I don't know what goes on in the DR, okay? At least in, United States, I'll be strapped up, okay, with my license and everything. DR, I ain't got it like that. I'm not that dude over there. I can't come over there. Hey, what's up? Pow! Can't do that. So, anywho, we're going to go ahead and move on. Let me see. Anyone in chat got anything to say about Gary or Max before we move on? Okay, anything you want to say? I got a couple other topics to talk about. The PS4. Oh, my goodness. PlayStation. I am a Sony hater, but I damn near fainted hearing the news. And I'm a Sony hater. Everybody know. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and move on. All right, now let me see. I got this Stream Deck here, and I'm trying to utilize it. Okay, I'm trying. Oh, yes. Stream Deck. Magnus. That $19.99. Thank you, sir. See, Stream Deck. All these little things are for the show and the channel and the progress of the MoFan movement. So let me go ahead. And also, I want to see if I missed anything in the chat. All right. Randall. Oh, man. Dang, I'm sorry. Oh, we got to do it. My man, PS5, what's going on, Sony? Microsoft, a company I have stock in. Yes, I have shares in Microsoft, which, by the way, went down like hell. What the hell's going on, Microsoft? Excuse me. That's just like Microsoft. Damn. You were up and then you were just bam. Stop it. But anyways, I got stock in Microsoft. Love the company. Everybody knows I'm a fanboy. Okay. Yes. Fanboy. Okay. All right. But Sony, you got to fix that. Even though some were using SXOS for piracy, most were just using it as it was very well maintained custom firmware. Oh, okay. Here you get. Now, see, let's talk about that. Let's talk. And we just gonna jump into it. Let's just talk about it. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. Oh, fire it up. Pull it up. Let me get myself ready. Let me get myself together. First of all, where do I start? Me, myself, being a Sony hater for a very long time, never thought I would be here. I almost feel like Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors when they got a stacked team. No reason. Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. It's the worst ever. Nick, is LeBron James coming out in the finals when everybody trying to watch two different teams saying, hey, I'm going to Miami. Yeah, watch me. Yes, I'm doing this. Sony PlayStation homebrew scene is flourishing. Shout out everyone. Shout out to Flo especially. Let me give a bomb to the Flo. We all know the good work the Flo has done. What is it, Andy Gwynn? Andy, thank you, Andy. Thank you from all of us. That video was a great representation of how you exploit certain features. Okay, I don't want to say features, but shit. You are the man that could talk about that, Andy. I'm not going to. I got to leave that to you. Okay, but what I want to say is across all of Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, Andy, you be getting your credit. The flow has been shouted out everywhere. I can't go nowhere without hearing the flow. The flow. The flow. The flow. I can't go anywhere without hearing Andy Gwynn. So, Andy, I'm gonna just give you a bomb. You really, and you've been getting paid by Sony. Let's not talk about that. I ain't gonna be pulling up the money you was getting paid for. I mean, we're gonna get off that. This is praising you. Okay, you making money, but this is like your job, and you do it so beautifully. Also released, I believe. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Recently, released like the slides of the actual presentation. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is great. So, nonetheless, let me go ahead. I had notes here. Let me go ahead and pull up some notes. So, Andy Gwynn, the flow. Okay, I'll make sure this is correct because I was always saying BDJB exploit. You know, I always like to shorten things, but you know, BDJB Blu-ray disc Java sandbox escaped. A lot of this started with that, but there are other things that have come out outside of this. Okay, that has nothing to do with the flow and this exploit. There's been other things. Now, we're not getting into all that right now. But off this exploit, a lot of beautiful things have come. Okay. But regardless, PlayStation Homebrew scene is blazing. PlayStation 5 people are waiting. They just drooling. They know it's closer. They doing shimmies. I sold my PlayStation 5. I sold the PlayStation 4. Epic fail. And you know what I told myself as my man Joe? I'm going to give Joe some credit on this one. Because Joe said, man, you should hold on to it and don't touch it. Trust me, everything's going to come soon. I said, you know what? You're right, Joe. I know it is. But what if it don't come for a year? You know, I started talking to myself. What if it don't come for 2 years? But I don't want to just sit there and wait. Oh, I don't really need it. Just for God of War. Oh, I'm not really that cool. I got all the homebrew and everything else. And now I'm looking like a crackhead wanting a PlayStation 4. I'm going around begging all my friends, hey, you still got that PlayStation 4 for sale? No, I don't, Nick. Someone bought it a long time ago when you were sleeping on Sony and they kicked me out the house. Rightfully so. As being the Microsoft fanboy, I proudly love Microsoft. Okay? Why? I said, why do I need more systems being modded? I got Game Pass. I got every game I need. And then I realized, Nick, you're addicted. Every system that can be modded, you have. You're addicted, sir. It's not about games. It's not about piracy for you, obviously. Because you got every damn game. You're just addicted to having systems and doing mods to them. You're addicted, Nick. And now you're on YouTube with a bunch of other people talking about this shit. You got an addiction. My bad. But it's the truth. Okay. So nonetheless, let's talk about some of the news. And shout out my man Joshua Drake. These are the type of things that keep it going. Type of things that keep it going. You got to say it fast when you're phone. Type of thing that keep it going. Joshua Drake, shout out to you, man. See, that's what the algorithms all screwed up. We don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? I might want to keep it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, Mo fan. My man Sage, I see you out there too. I see you say Sage got the YouTube. Don't play. Go over there to the YouTube to Sage too. Holler at Sage. You can't be sitting here not checking out all the fam. The fam is here and check them out. Okay. But my bad. And Joshua Drake, man, the donation, man. I can't tell you guys for the donations, man. Thank you. Okay, so let's get to the sauce, man. Let's get to the sauce, okay? Here's some of the things. Now, I just took notes of some of the things that's going on in the PlayStation homebrew area. And many of you that are Sony fans probably know way more. I'm out the loop. I don't even have a system. Shout out my man. I seen Eric out there. Yes, I'm begging Eric. Eric, please, can I have it? I'll buy it for you for anything. Thank God my man Eric is like, don't worry, Nick. I got you. I'll sell it to you. Okay. And I'm thinking, please don't I have it. I want to be a part of the crew. Talked all that shit before. So one of the things that I seen for Sony, which was amazing to me, when I seen it, I said, oh, Nick, you better jump on it. You better get one fast. I seen an Elden Ring backport. Drop a bomb. My man Sage, I see he said he got 2. It's an addiction, man. It's just what it is. I've realized it. And now that I'm older, I just gotta be honest with myself. You're addicted, man. You see what's happening, you see what's about to come, and you want to be a part of it. Just like Nintendo Switch, that's what you did. And you want to be a part of the bandwagon. You're jumping ship, Nick. I thought you was a Microsoft man. You're right. Maybe I'm not so hard. Maybe. Okay. So, my man, and I see my man, I definitely have to get my man Joe on for a second. Okay. Got to get him on. Now, I'm going to explain the backport. I'm going to explain the backport thing. I'm going to bring my man Joe on. I'm going to let him tell some more because he's going to know a lot more about what's going on with Sony, some of the things. So I'm going to let Joe come in on that. But for the backports, Elden Ring, fabulous game. Guess what I've been seeing? I'm a Microsoft fanboy, okay? I don't too much game on my PC, but I have a PC powerful enough to game. I'm just not a PC gamer, so I wasn't bred on that. I don't like WASD, okay? And moving my mouse, yes, it's smooth, but I like the controller to relax. I'm more of a, I feel like the computer, you are on it, you can lay back like the guy on South Park that was downstairs when they played World of Warcraft. You could do that, but that's not me. I like to play the controller and do that. If I'm on a PC, I'm like this. It just feels, I can't explain it. Okay, I can't explain it. So to watch Elden Ring flourish was tough for me. Okay, it's like watching a team win a championship, but you just won it last year, but you jealous. It's sad, man. It was sad. I was just hating. I want to be a part of this. So now, backport of Elden Ring. So I don't know if anyone knows what that means. Let me explain to you what that means. Okay? So if, let's say, you have a Sony PlayStation that's on a firmware like 9.03. Oh, can I get a mod? Oh, can I mod it? Let me message someone. I could get them to mod it. I know there's one. Oh, a USB drive. It's a website. It says plug it in. You just download it. Man, sweet. I'm gonna be off this in no time. Oh man, I just went through 5 hours of ads. That's the way it works. Okay, you can't just go to Google and type in modded and then think the first website, oh, that's where it goes. No. So it ain't that simple. But those who are on 9.03, they're on a firmware that cannot be modded, right? So you got these people with these PlayStation 4s who are on 9.00. They are, oh my goodness, they're getting everything. They're watching this, they're doing that. Oh my goodness, they're loving it. But it's one problem. They were not able to enjoy the games that were on firmware restrictions, is what I like to say. So if you do not have a system running this firmware, you cannot run this game. So guess what? You're only going to run games up until a certain point, and then you're dead. It's usually how it goes, right? Not so fast. The wonderful community, the homebrew community is beautiful. These folks are working together. Okay, I don't know what it is. It's like we're toxic as hell, but we love it. You know what I mean? It's crazy shit, but nonetheless, it seems that somehow, okay, they're now, and it's one specific person on Twitter. I damn near got to bring him up in a minute. I'm bringing him, but I'll bring him up later, okay? But he's been the main one doing this, backporting games. So now we're able to play games like Elden Ring. What was it? WWE 2K22. I think it was FIFA 22. It was something else, a bunch of other games that you typically can't play that now you can play. The crowd goes crazy. You know why? Because we see what's happening. We see what's happening. How do you do it? I don't know, because I would think in order to get files from the game, you would need to have a system running that firmware in order to run the game, right? I don't know, but people are damn geniuses. Oh God. Okay, my bad. Let me get Joe real quick. Okay. My bad. Yo, Joe, hold up. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I was looking at something online.
I see. Now the sound, hold up. I can't hear you, but it's
Can
probably
you
me.
hear me?
It's on my end. I know it's always my headphones. So do not worry. It is on my end. Last time this happened, I remember we were digging around. Oh, and it was on my end. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Bingo. Let me go to settings, audio, output. Here we go. See, that's all it was. I know what it is. Let me click it. Bam. Now, Joe, give me a test. You good?
Test 1 2 3.
Oh, yes. Now I don't know. Can everybody else hear Joe okay?
Let's get a sound test in the comments, people.
Yo, anybody, can we get a sound check for my man Joe? I think I can hear him loud and clear, but I don't know if everybody else can. Okay. And I see my man Jethro. Jethro, I ain't seen you in a while. Give you a couple of those. All right, good. You're good, Joe. So, Joe, first off, man, hardest working man in show business. How are you doing today?
Doing great. The restaurant was slow, so we closed early, and I came home early. So it was good. 4th of July, everyone's barbecuing and setting their houses on fire.
That's pretty much how it is. You know, if it's not barbecue, it's fireworks. But either way, burn down house. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. So, Joe, I know you heard me, and you've been one that for the longest you stood by Sony, man. Even when Sony was getting, you're like, hey, I don't like what Sony's doing, moves they're making, this and that. But now that you hear all this happening in the homebrew community, have you already dove into any of these modifications yet for the PlayStation systems?
Yeah, I got everything working on 9.0. All the backports are working fine. If anybody has any questions out there with the newer games like Saifu and some of the other ones, you don't need, if you're on 9.0.0, you don't need to use the backport. The backport is for firmware lower than 9.0. So don't worry that, it requires 9.04 keys. They converted it and they got it to work somehow. Anybody that's on 9.03 or 0.04, wait. It's going to be jailbroken very soon because now we got games working on 9.04. They're probably coming up with an exploit and they probably have it working. They're just waiting to release it. They got to be because these games are working. You know, it's a slight revision to 9.0.0 to 9.03. They just patched out the kernel exploit. So, look, if they got 9.03 games running, they're going to have 9.03 and 4 cracked. Just a matter of time.
Joe, let me ask, what's some of the things that you could see coming in months to come? Like in the Sony homebrew, what are some of the things? Just throw out there some things that are possibilities of things we could maybe see.
I would say probably a higher firmware crack for PS4 and maybe homebrew for the PS5, but no piracy yet. They're getting there. They're very close to getting there. It's funny. They're close to cracking the PS5, but you can't buy a fucking PS5 in the store. Isn't that hilarious? You still can't get a PS5 in the stores, but you know it's going to be cracked.
No, that's so true.
Supposedly the PS5's cracked in private, but that's hold out with a grain of salt. That's what I've read and that's what I've seen so far.
I'm with you on that. I've seen that too, and I'm kind of like, but you're right. We have to take. So, Joe, what if I told you there was a possibility that PlayStation 5 exclusive games will eventually be able to run on PlayStation 4 consoles? Is that a possibility? Is that something that can happen? I have no idea, but I'm curious. Is that something we could see?
I would believe it because we just been getting a bunch of backport fucking remix games. Now GTA 5 available on the PS5. Really? Wow. I can't wait to see what the Xbox XYZ and PS10 has. GTA 5 will be released soon. You know, that's a possibility. You never know. They're not making any new games. It's just, a bunch of old shit, Last of Us remix and repack. Who's some new games? Come on.
No, I'm with you. Now, Joe, is there any homebrew that you use on your PlayStation system that is like, let's say, a necessity that people may not know about? Maybe like a music player or an app that easily does this. What is something that is a homebrew app that you feel like if you have a PlayStation 4 modified, you need to have this? It's a must.
Well, you absolutely need Golden Hen to run your pirated games. There's this app called App to Payload or App to USB, and that's to mount your USB games to a hard drive. But that's stupid because it requires double work because you have to install the games to the PS4, then you have to move them to your external hard drives, and it's stupid. You know, it's not just drag and drop and hey, run your payload, you're all set, ready to go. You have to install to the internal hard drive, then you have to back it up from the internal hard drive to the USB. I did that on my old 5.05 system, but it was just more of a pain in the ass than anything. It really was. You have to make sure the file structure is correct, and it's not worth it. You know, if you have 6 terabytes of PS4 games, you can't play all of them at once. You know, I was just talking to Brandon about this in a private chat room. Like, just, you know, bulk download everything, keep it on a hard drive, and side load your shit on when you need it. That's what I've been doing, you know, because in my PS4, it's got a 500 gig in it. Doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. And the way file size is continuing to grow, the more we get textures and things becoming more higher resolution, especially when it gets to 4K. And sometimes you could take off a texture pack and it's half the damn space.
Yeah.
You know
Also,
something
I wanted to bring up in case anybody has any questions. For the PS4 burnt Blu-ray disc, basically all the functioning now is just FTP. Some of the file structures you can read and write, some of them are locked. Will they become all unlocked? I have no idea, but that's pretty cool. Basically, if anybody tells you, oh, you need to have a verbatim burner and a verbatim disc to burn an image, dude, I've been burning images since 2005. Using cdfix.exes. I'm sure Nick knows what that is. But here's the deal. As long as it's a fucking blank disk and you burn it slowly, you have nothing to worry about. Don't be paying $40 for a 10-pack of verbatims. Doesn't matter. Just a blank disk. You can go on eBay. You can buy it's called Smart Buy or Smart Brand or whatever, Blu-ray writables. $13 for a 10-pack. Now, what I've been reading is, for the PS5, supposedly these games are going to have to be burnt onto disk. The problem is, if the games have to be burnt onto disk, 100 gigabyte blank Blu-ray is about $12 a piece. So they're very expensive. And when you delete your Blu-ray disc to reformat it, then burn your information off, to burn the exploit for the PS4 takes an hour, and it's only like 60 megabytes. So can you imagine 100 gigabytes? You'll be there until the PS6 comes out. Hopefully, they can do a USB method. I would love to be able to burn the games onto a disc and have a physical disc, but if it's going to take till the dawns of time to come, it's not even worth it.
No,
it takes
I'm with
so
you,
long.
man. And I remember the days of burning CDs and DVDs, especially the Xbox 360 era.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers the dual layer disc. And, it was specific when they came out with, I think it was a specific partition or something they changed at some point with the disc. And then you had to make, there you go. You had to make sure to go in and do overburn, because now they were doing overburn on disc. And those were things that if you did not do, your game either did not work or partially worked or triggered you to get banned. It was just...
Or have AVGX with the 13 fucking image files, and you have to load them up and patch them. Then you're crossing your fingers. Let's make sure it's all green and no blue or red or orange text come up. Then you're Googling it for the next 4 hours.
No, you're right, man. And I've been there where I had the Sam's Club membership. I was going in there paying $60 for like a stack of I don't know how many of those Xbox 360, dual layer disc. And I'm like, oh yeah. And if you had an error back then, you didn't care. Like you said, you got a Sam's Club membership. You're like, oh, that's a blank one. Hey, throw it to the side. Maybe I'll give that to somebody to try on their Xbox. Maybe it works on your Hitachi. Okay. But my Light On drive doesn't like that shit. Okay. So you go make another one. But in this case, I haven't dealt with anything Blu-ray burning. So how efficient have you been with burning Blu-rays? I have no idea how that goes.
I haven't burnt the Blu-ray yet. I haven't had time. Basically, it's just a test like they have for the PS5. It's called Hello World. It's just a proof of concept of saying, hey, we hacked the PS5. You have to be on supposedly 4.50 or lower for this to work. Mileage will vary. I heard that sometimes if this hack works on 5.0.0, the latest PS5 firmware, I believe, is 550. People are saying this works in 5.50, but certain things are working, certain things aren't working. So don't update your PS5. And guys, this will only work on a disk drive system. That's why I bought a disk drive system on day one. I don't want no digital horse shit. If I can't have the games on disk, I'm not buying the fucking system. That's what it comes down to.
You know what? I'm with you on that.
Yeah. People have PM'd me out the ass. Will this work with a non-disk drive? No, you need to have the disk drive in there. Hopefully down the road, they'll find a way to do this. Maybe install a payload and external drive hooked up to it to get it to work. I'm sure there's something down the road that they'll figure out like they always do. How come we're getting close to hacking the Xbox 5, but not the Xbox One?
You know what, Joe? I'm with you. We're getting further. It seems like people skipped over it. They just say, "Hey, don't even worry about that, man. Let's get on to the series." You know what I mean? Let's just move. No. But I don't know. I think Microsoft did the smartest thing by making the developer side so easy to grab. People to be able to easily play emulators, play ROMs. It's not very difficult. I even had a tutorial way back, and it's just like put on there, play a couple games. And I think some people who are either fresh, I'm gonna say fresh into modifying systems, that might suffice them. But you're right. People like us that are addicted, that have been doing it for many, many years. Now it's to the point where it's an addiction. Oh, something new has come out. I got to get one. We're addicted. Yeah. You know what I mean? Totally addicted. Now, Joe, any last words you got to say before you're out?
Like and subscribe to Nick Moses 05 podcast. And for the love of God, do not send JJ any fucking thing to fix. Not even a toaster.
Oh, God. I'm so glad you said that because those pictures, man, got sent to me and they were fresh, new pictures. And I'm like, we have been how many weeks past this? And we're still seeing brand new pictures and systems not being able to be revived. They dead.
It's horrible. When the Switch 2 comes out, we're going to be still talking about this. Oh, got another JJ system. Jump.
You know what? He's going to be back. I still feel like he's going to be back. He's going to come back as another name. And Chan Meister. You know what I mean? It's going to be something where we're just going to be like, duh, it's you. And he's going to say, no, I can't talk.
It's not a bad chip, man. It's a bad USB cable.
Yo, he said it all. He said it all, man. Yo, Joe, as always, my brother, we're going to be talking later. My dude, I'm going to holler at you.
Happy 4th of July, guys.
Man, happy 4th, man. Oh, I see my man. And I seen Sage in there. Sage, I see you over there rocking. Let me know. Whenever you want to come in, you can. Or if you want to talk on a subject, you want me to move on, I got some more deep stuff to talk about. Okay? Let me know when you ready. I can bring you on for the next one because the next one hot. The next one, you might actually want to get a little spicy. Okay, I don't know, but we're going to talk about the video gaming companies and the Roe v. Wade decision, how they're handling it, because that's a major decision. You ain't in the United States, you don't give a shit. You chilling over there. Holla at you. But in the United States, woo, boy, you talking about the talk of the everything. Ain't the town, it's the talk of the city, the state, the district, the region, anything you want to say. It's the talk of it. It's everything. So we will get into that. Now, my man said, shout out Joshua Drake, man. We going to get Yo, that food, hey, and no lie, if they let folks do food stamps, it would broke up the game. The game would be over. They would have an Amazon link. You would go right in there, type in your EBT card. And you already know if you got 8 kids, you could change a streamer's life. You can change a life. All I need me is one that got 8 kids that say, yo, I get $1,200 a month. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we take care of you. Bow! $400 donation. Damn, where you do that at? I got it like that. Drop the bomb on me. Knows how it goes. So Roe v. Wade even arrived in Canada. Yo, we gonna. You know what? Let me hurry up and speed through this because I want to get to the Roe v. Wade. That shit is spicy. Okay, but my man Sage is. I'm gonna bring you on. My man Sage is ready.
Hey yo, hold on. Let me fix my cam right here.
Let me get you.
There you go. You see that? Hey yo, shout out to Sistro, all the gang, my modern fam. You heard me? We love you, man. Yo, keep up the good work. I donated. Just so y'all know, we take care of y'all. We're the dudes that we pay out. Y'all make it happen for us.
Shout out Sistro, man.
Yo, shout out Sistro and the gang. You feel me? My gang. We in here, Mo fam.
We ain't lying, man.
Stop playing with me.
Retweets and all that. Retweet everything.
Yo,
what
Nick,
he got. Retweet.
Tell him, stop playing with us. You heard?
Yo, what? You need more dollars. Retweet.
You see that? That's 6.72 right there. You see that? Huh? You see that? Wait. Look. We doing blasphemy today, right? So I'm on a jailbroken PS4 with a Pro controller, right? So we doing some alchemy today. You heard? Boom! Look, we got the Golden Cheat Manager. Shout out to Nick because I didn't even know they had that shit out. He put it on the.
Hey, I'm like you. I seen that shit. Let me drop that shit. Bow!
Yo, I grabbed it immediately. I said, "What? Grabbed it. See, boom. Wait. We get into the meat and potatoes right now. We get into the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? See the little horse right there? Yeah. You see that Elden Ring? 6.72. Let's start it up. We ain't gonna play it, but we just gonna start it up for y'all. It's real. So make sure y'all follow Nick's post.
You doing it? That's what I'm talking about.
Make sure y'all following it.
It's real.
And he gonna clip this up for y'all. This is Elden Ring running on 6.72. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you donate and show love to what's the dude that made the pack? Cyber.
Yes, Cyber 100K. Something like that.
Yeah. We'll get it right. Nick will make sure that the love gets back because that's what Mo Fam is all about. You feel me?
He definitely.
Look at Elden Ring running 6.7. Look at that. What?
This is wild, man. This is wild. What? This is why I'm getting it. This is why I'm getting one.
Listen, yo, Nick, I'm not even doing this on the Pro. This is the old crackhead PS4, the Slim. The eject button don't work on it.
Hold on. Let me ask you something, man. You telling me it's running smooth on the old Jammy Jam?
The old Jammy Jam. No stuttering, nothing. I was... Yo, look. There you go, look. There you go. He running.
Yo, this is crazy.
Look. I'm gonna try to jank it up for y'all. Y'all see any frame drops or anything like that? Look, this is the old Jammy Jam. I'm gonna even jump off the damn cliff right there. We're gonna jump off the cliff. Yo, go ahead, Torrent. Godspeed, Torrent. Oh, look, he lived. What? He lived.
Yo, I don't know how he just lived through that, man, and landed smooth.
Hey, yo.
You got the cheese on? You cut the cheese on already?
No, there's no cheese. Look, I can show you there's no cheese. Look. Cheats not found for this title.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
You know when I'm doing it, I'm putting the cheats on. I gotta cheat. I'm cheating.
Listen, man. I'm not one of those people that, I'm not a elitist. You play the game how you want to play it. Enjoy the game how you enjoy it. I've never been an elitist. Like, you know how there's people like, I have to play this on original hardware. I'm like, boy, play that on whatever you want to play it on. I don't give a fuck what you play it on. Are you kidding me?
I don't care either. I ain't sitting here. You played Elden Ring? Yeah, but I ain't play it on the official one. You got a problem?
Yo, okay, he said updated to 9.0. I'm not gonna update the crackhead Slim on that, the old joint. We're not doing that. I got the Spider-Man Pro I think it's still on like firmware 7 in the closet in a bucket. I have so much things I'm playing.
See, yeah,
man.
that's how it be. And that's
You know
why I
what I'm
said I
saying?
gotta
Look at
jump on the
this.
Sony game. I was hating, man. I don't know why I was hating, man. Was I wrong? Was I wrong in
all
hating?
right, so you wasn't wrong, right? Because we was doing so much things with the Switch for the past 4 years, 5 years.
I was getting it, man.
We was stuck on that. And then Game Pass, because I have Game Pass too.
Yeah, rock.
There's so many games. But I will say this. If you can still grab one, man. Facebook Marketplace is grab one, bro. Yo, I grabbed, I was bored this week. I grabbed up like 3 PS3s and just you already know what I did with them. You already know.
I know how that be. Like, oh man,
just
let me
throw 'em in the
how much you
closet.
got them? Oh, let me get those.
Uh-huh. Yo, it's crazy because I walked by a thrift store, right? There's one like on my block. The dude had 3 backwards compatible PS3s with the little door flap in the front. I'm looking at them, she's like the resale, man.
Yeah.
But they look kind of dusty. I'm not gonna front. I was like, that's a lot of cleanup right there.
Hey,
Gotta
you know
open them
but
up.
them systems, man, you get them running right. Everything built in.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just plug it up, cut it on. You don't need, if you get it right, you might not even need internet.
Yeah. Yo, you ain't lying.
Rocking, got your gang, got everything. Trainers, cheats, everything.
Yo, Nick, you see how we come in? Like we come in blazing, like a ball of fire, like a meteor shower up in this motherfucker.
Yo, that joint is running smooth,
bro.
Man.
Did you see? I was even moving the camera around, doing crazy shit. I threw Torrent off a cliff and everything, man.
You know what? That was my thing. I was thinking, I was like, yo, if I get it, I know it's gonna run decent, but should I, do I do the pro? Do it? Then I just say, you know what? I'm doing the pro.
Nick, I didn't even show you what else I got running on here. This one has a little bit of issues though. This one I will say, I tested it. It has problems. It's playable, but there's weird graphical glitches, and that's Dying Light. Stay human. It's playable. Yeah.
We come from that age. Oh, it says playable.
This works. Not great. I could show you actually right from the opening screen, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It works. It turns my shit into a jet engine though. Elden Ring doesn't do that.
I know how that is.
It was like, and I'm running the newest version of Gohan on it. I don't know about updating that one to 9.0. I think it's good right where it's at. Just let it do its thing. Throw the back ports on there. Maybe focus on the pro as far as moving it towards like newer games. And let's keep it real. We're at end of life on PS4.
Yeah,
there's not going to be that many releases. We're looking towards the retirement.
It is.
Look at it. It's starting.
Look
at that.
Yo, that looks. Man, that's
y'all.
Good.
Pro controller. All right, so immediately you're gonna see what I'm talking about right now. Watch, you're gonna immediately see. This is the only issue.
There we go.
Right here. Look at when it loads in. You're gonna be like, yo, what the hell? What's going on here?
It's some big ass red boxes.
You're gonna see clay people.
This ain't the intro.
It's gonna look like clay people. Wow, they're gonna look like Gumby.
Oh man,
you're gonna see Gumby right now. Watch, you're gonna see Gumby. It's coming in, y'all. You know what's funny? And it loads pretty fast for look right there. Look. Oh, that shit loading in. After that, you're all good.
Yo, this is wild, man. So let me ask you.
What's up?
Where do you think this scene is about to go? Because it's a lot.
All right, so I like that question. If I feel like we're past the golden age, way past it, and it's the golden age. That was the PSP times.
Yeah,
that was when you can like really make money. Xbox 360 times. Early PS3 with the little, shout out to Geo High. I know you sold out on us You know what I'm
He
saying?
did.
But
He did.
you know, you sold out. But you know, thank you anyway, because you set it off.
He blessed it.
Where have we not been? That's the question. Where have we not been? We've done emulation. I don't know how many more devices we're gonna put RetroArch on. Like, okay, I'm gonna RetroArch out. Like,
I agree.
You know, if we're sticking emulation station or variation of Steam OS on it, you know, 3.3, we're doing crazy shit like that. Then I say, oh wow, like the scene is crazy now. You know, we do have Linux distros that have Steam, you know, like the new Steam Deck OS on it. It runs, but it doesn't do everything. I don't know. I feel like how much more emulation we're gonna do on these systems? We're doing everything we want to do. Look, Dying Light 2, Elden Ring. Thank you. Shout out to Sistro.
Yeah, shout out to Sistro, man.
Shout out to the main ones, man. The flow, Sistro.
Yeah, man. The ones that keep it going, man.
Yo,
the ones that keep it going.
That's it. You know, that's it.
So now you hit to it perfectly, and I'm with you. I don't know where we at from now because you're right. I've done everything. I put RetroArch on everything. But one thing I brought up to Joe, is this a possibility? This is something I don't think we've seen. But do you think it's possible that PlayStation 5 games that are made only available to PlayStation, it's only a small handful, but let's say more come out. Do you think it's possible that these PlayStation 5 games that were only made for PlayStation 5 could possibly somehow be ported down to a PS4 Pro, whether it be cutting out, you know, frames per second, texture packs for 4K, whether no matter what it is, do you think it's possible now?
So we live in the realm where anything is possible, right? We can't say nothing is possible. However, in this case, porting it back, then they wouldn't have a problem porting up. If it's under the hood, everything's the same, then yeah, I would say there's a possibility, right? Because PS3 is the only system that can't be moved around for whatever reason, because of obvious reasons, but for whatever reason. And they have the source code, but they can't do it, whatever.
Yeah.
My point is this. PS5, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Would you want to, though, knowing that the PS5 is already getting a jailbreak? Like, think about that. Would you want to play a demake of a game?
Okay, that's a good question. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Typically, you know, myself, I would rather get the best experience, right?
Right.
But
you don't want no Gumby looking motherfuckers. You seen how that Dying Light was looking.
Yeah. but you know how it be. You know, you might be in the hood. Little Timmy says, "Hey man, I just bought a PlayStation 4, you know, for $60, and I'm not gonna be able to afford that game. Right. Can I play it on the PlayStation 4?" Now, I don't think it'll be possible, but the reason I ask is because from what I heard, they using jailbroken PlayStation 4s to see the PlayStation 5 game files.
That's crazy. See, I didn't even know that.
You know,
now, they're able to do that.
And they've actually it's an article on, I'm not sure to pronounce it, Wololo.
Yeah, Wololo. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Wololo has an article on it and I was like, damn, what does that mean? They could actually see the game files. Now, what can you do with that? Is it possible? So that's why I throw it out there. Now, again, you're right, because what's under that hood is very important. And I do not think it's going to be as simple as bringing it down or taking some texture packs out, because it might be different chips, motherboards, running different things.
Might not be enough CUDA cores. You feel me?
Exactly. So to me, I just don't see it.
They could get it running on it, but you're going to see people moving like this.
Pop, lock, and drop.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Yo, they got the game on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People they get excited. It's kind of like how they have they got Switch emulation running on Android through Skyline, right? But it's moving like this, like right now. Like there's no real groundbreaking shit. But I get it. People are excited.
Nah, you're right, man.
When I see stuff like that, I'm seeing the man going like this. I'm seeing Mario. He's not seeing the whole woohoo. He's going. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait till y'all get that shit.
I'm with
right.
you on that. That's like Lightyear came out, and then you try to, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it online. I know they got a copy. Watch movies.net, and you look at the copy, and you
the first scene is some dude like this. Yo, what's good, man? You got the popcorn?
And you hear what it sound like.
Right here, we over here in the middle. We in the middle.
The whole movie. Terrible. And you're right. I'm like, you know what? I might just take the kids.
Now watch this. And yeah, exactly. Like, let's go. Fuck it. We're not watching this shit. You know what? That happened with me with Doctor Strange. I started sitting down watching Doctor Strange real quick, and then I seen a whole bunch of shenanigans. I said, yep, let's stop right there.
I'm with you. I did that.
We're not doing that. That shit was sold out everywhere, though, nigga. There was not a theater that had a seat for like at least a couple days. And I wanted to see it.
But you know how the Marvel movies be, man.
Yeah, you gotta get in. You gotta get in early.
Yeah, early. Hey, bow! It just as soon as they release, as soon as the tweet go out, you gotta be like,
exactly.
Bow! I got mine. I don't know where I'm sitting. They need to. I gotta pick my seat the day up. So let me ask this.
What's
One
up?
last thing I'm gonna ask because you are running the system.
Hey, yo, let's go.
What is an app that you would run or recommend to everyone that is one of those necessity apps? And it could be one that run on multiple different systems. But what is a homebrew app that you feel like every single system, no matter how many you mod, it's a certain type of app? And even if you don't got it on the PlayStation 4, what would it be? It's usually that one app everybody.
You're looking at it right there. And here goes the other one, and that's it. That's it.
I'm with you on that.
It's
something about them cheats, man. It give you a whole new experience.
Hell yeah, man. I be coming at you. My gun never reloads. I feel like I'm in an 80s movie.
Yo, I remember back in Xbox 360, I played with some trainers that it was like, you know how you turn the shit up where you ain't supposed to turn it up, and it lets you know your game might freeze. Never forget.
Your man start locking up.
Man, I punched one of the zombies. The game froze for 30 seconds.
You talking about Black Ops?
This was Dead Island. I believe that was Dead
Island. Yeah.
Hit one monster, the whole joint froze, and when it went away, it was clear of all monsters. They all got knocked around across the world.
The physics was all broken. You broke the physics,
and it froze. They came back, and nobody was there. But I was playing online with somebody, and he was like, "Dude, you got on fucking cheeks."
Yeah.
I do.
Wait, you had stealth? You was running some stealth?
No, at the time, what was it? You know what? It was a server at the time that actually was hosting the cheats. And I wish, because it was Xbox 360.
Shout out to all you guys that did that fine work.
That was firework back then, man. You get on the server, you log in, they had a list of games. You pick, your cheats was there. Good times, man.
You still got some good dudes on here that do it. Shout out to XDG. I don't know if you ever seen XDG.
Yeah, shout out.
I bought the Save Wizard because of him. You know what I mean? It's actually it was actually very good. Save Wizard. You just got to pay for it.
Yeah,
I was modding my PS4 cheats, bro.
You ain't lying. Yo,
I had all the material, baby.
You, Sage, killed it, man, because now they got to see it. I wanted them to see it. But any last words, dude?
Listen, man.
You got to say before you are out.
Hey, yo, check it out, man. This is your boy, Sage McKenzie. Sage never ran, never will. I'm with my man, Nick Moses 05. You know how we do out here. MoFam for life. Everybody out there, you ain't subscribed, make sure you go subscribe to my man Nick. Donate. He giving y'all the flavors. You see that gold hen? Stop playing.
Right.
You see the cheats. You see the Elden Ring running on 6.72. Are you kidding me? He's giving you the news.
My
Damn
dog,
it,
man. He keep it to individual. Sage, you know we gonna be talking. I already told you.
Hey, listen, I hit you back. Hit me back.
Okay, there you go. That's what I need. I got you.
You know the vibes. Hey, yo, and I'm in the chat. You already know the vibes.
All right, man.
Yeah.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. Now we gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move on because I got the Roe v. Wade stuff that I want to talk about. A lot of people are really big on that, man. They feel some type of way. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that. But I'm gonna give my conclusion on this. I will have a PlayStation 4. It's over. I'm getting one. Yes, I am. The addiction has kicked in. Woo! Let's get it, baby. Sony, man, here I come. I was Microsoft for a long time, baby, but Microsoft gonna share some of this love. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on. Let me see if I can get these buttons going right. Hold on, here we go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Joshua Drake, shout out. He is absolutely correct. For everybody that did not know what he says, let me put it up on screen. Complete trader. I sold out. But one thing I got to look forward to is possibly maybe some early Call of Duty stuff. Here I come, Sony. Holla at your boy. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on about this because this is something that I think has hit the gaming world by storm. I will rant. And I will rant. You know why? Because I'm going to do this for all those who do not speak on behalf of everything. I like to think of things in a both sides perspective. I don't always like to be on one side. I like to be on both sides because I want a full picture. And I believe anybody who thinks of things on one side, you're only seeing one side of the picture. Give you guys an example, even before I go on. This is a personal example with me, okay? You guys are going to get some inside exclusive information about me. You ain't going to like it, or you might love it. It's one of those things. You just got to deal with it. But, so with this, before I go into anything I'm about to say, I just want to make sure everybody knows that I am not in support of just cutting off abortions altogether. But hold up. I also don't agree with you getting pregnant 20 times and swallowing Plan Bs and opening up and say, Doc, here's another one. You got to be held to some responsibility. And we cannot lay the responsibility off of human beings to say, hey, human beings are going to make mistakes, so just let them make them. No, try to stop human beings because they all, as a mix, as a herd community, can be dull. Okay? So I fall on both sides of the argument. Okay? I fall on both sides. That's me. That's why I'm not a Democrat or a Republican in this country. I would consider myself more of an independent because I think what I believe in and my morals and my values are mine. And I do not have to have all the morals and values of everyone else. Now, if I want the support of those individuals, I might got to support you in some shit. See, that's the way it works. We support each other. That's how we go. We shout at each other. We holler at each other. We jump in. That's how we do. Okay? So in certain instances, politically, I understand you have to support it because you're going to need the support of those others. That I get. I get that. But me, myself, in this situation, I don't stand on any side. So I'm going to put myself right now, okay, in the shoes of someone who owns a business right now with, let's say, over 2,000 employees that are in the United States of America that are in a state that has banned abortions. Because believe it or not, I think Texas was one of the states immediately when the decision came, they said, bam! Woo! As soon as it was like, okay, we're going to sign it. And it came, and everybody signed, it came back 6-3. Texas had the paper ready. Bam! Woo! Yeah, we stopped them. We got it. That's how it was. So it's crucial because, first of all, as men, we don't hold the babies. I don't know how it feels to be pregnant. I can tell you how it feels to get someone, but that's another story. Okay? But I can't tell you how it feels to have a baby in me. I can't tell you the connection. I can tell you the connection without having a baby in me and just having son or a daughter, nieces, nephews, or whatever it may be. But I can't sit here and tell you how a connection would feel because, you know, some people believe, hey, that's murder. You're killing it. Even when it's the point of a small dot, you're taking a life. Some people feel like that small dot ain't even nothing. You're eating eggs. Did you say, oh, that bird ain't, you took the life from that chicken? No. Shit, breed humans too, if that's the case. If it's all you're breeding, I mean, but nonetheless, we ain't gonna get into that. A lot of companies are facing pressure from this decision. Reason being, if I put myself in those shoes, I'm an owner right now. I'm having to deal with over 2,000 employees, and let's say 60% of them are women. Let me jump. Let's just say that. Let's add a little spice. Now that may be far-fetched in some jobs, okay, but in some it's not. You got mostly women, okay? So let's just say in this hypothetical situation, mostly women, which means I know once this decision was made, I am going to hear something from the employees specifically about this scenario. What do they expect from me? They expect me to be able to provide for them, to help them through the situation that the state cannot help them in, because the state technically has made a decision that they do not agree with, but they're forced to work at a job that is inside of the state. So a lot of people don't know how it works, but I believe the government leaves it up to the employer for the insurance, right? So let's say me, I'm insured. Hey, I'm insured through my employer. So what do I expect through that coverage of insurance, which, by the way, is a shit ton? I'm not playing. If you guys have never paid insurance for a job and you're paying for a family, woo, go out there and pay it when you see, oh, damn, I got $300 coming out every paycheck just to cover insurance and nobody's getting hurt. Okay, so $600 a month goes, whoop. But if something happens, you got it there as security. So you expect your employer to do more. And I know what a lot of people are saying in this case. Well, hey, you got some people saying, well, just move. But it ain't that simple. Moving involves a lot, to be honest. I moved a lot of times. It's not that simple. Inflation right now is up. Okay, so imagine you trying to pay for a move right now with your current salary that you're making, that you're using to pay your bills right now. You now got to pay that, but also pay to go somewhere else. Everybody's not good at saving. Everybody don't have rainy day funds. Everybody don't have credit cards they can throw something on. Everybody don't have this. So this is major, and employers have to deal with it. Me, myself, I am transparent. Okay, I let people know how I feel on something. I can understand both sides of a scenario, and I always believe there can be a compromise. I got that USA shit embedded in my head with compromise. I don't know. That's all I think. Everything can be settled with compromise. Occasionally, a gun might be a compromise, but that's not something I said. Excuse me. But compromise. So there's something on both sides. So if I am the owner, the first thing I'm going to do is put out a statement to all my employers to let them know we've heard and seen everything that goes on, and we've seen a decision that has been made, And we want to make sure employees feel safe to know that any problems that you think this may cause you, we are willing to assist you with in any ways that we can. Okay? That we can. We may not be able to do it in certain ways, but any way that we can help, we will. So you got some companies, right? Now that's me coming out there. And guess what I'm going to get? When I come out with that decision, guess what I'm going to get? I'm going to make sure I don't want to miss them here. Let me go ahead and pull up. Okay. So guess what I'm going to get? I'm going to get, well, that's not enough. I wanted to hear more. You gave a statement, but you haven't put anything towards funds. You haven't made changes to the company to allow someone like me to be able to feel safer. Those are things that I will have to face based on the way that I jumped into this. But guess what? I won't face a lot of heat. You know why I wouldn't face a lot of heat? Because I came forward and said, I understand you're going through something and I will help in any way that I can. I'm not telling that employees that totally agree with the Roe v. Wade decision and are, let's say you in the state of Texas and you happy with the decision, I'm not telling you that I'm going to give special treatment to a bunch of employees. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm clearly stating anything that can be devastating, that could hurt my employee, to not make them work as efficiently as they've been working. It's up to me to understand what's going on. And some of that is on the employee as well. But if I can see it and I could do something about it, why not? And I could help other employees along the way. So I wouldn't face heat. Some companies didn't do that. Some companies are not stepping forward. And some companies have. I want to go ahead and pull up one company specifically, because this company kind of got kudos and then they shot themselves in the foot with this. And that is Bethesda. Bethesda, you know, we go back like Ajax, Flapjacks, Crack Sacks. That's the 80s, guys. Jump sound for the 80s. We go way back. You know, you had the Xbox Bethesda conference you guys did was legendary. I don't think anybody has blown away a game conference like that in the history of conferences. That is me. You nailed it. You killed it. You destroyed it. That's why they were trying not to let y'all come together. That was just too amazing. But I will say this. Bethesda's facing a lot of heat because they're not doing enough. If you're in a state that has abortion laws to where you can't get an abortion and you are a woman, what do you do? And we got a lot of fellas here. We might not get an answer for that. Let me ask y'all, what do we do? What do we do? And that's the thing. I don't know what we do, but I could at least come up with a compromise. I will say a lot of people have seen this as an attack on human rights directly. Okay, directly, because as a human, you should be able to choose what you want to do with your own body. Can we now? Does that sound logical? Because that does sound logical to me. But I do believe some individuals can abuse things as well. I don't think it's the case right now, to be honest, if you just ask me, but I'm not trying to get up political. I don't think it's the case. But that's going to be the argument that's presented. So, like I said, if you have 20 abortions, state pay for them all. Is that okay? Is there a limit? To me, I'd be a compromise. I say, yo, it's a limit. You know what we're going to do? We give you this abortion, but you got to put down who the dude is or something. We got to get some concrete to know, hey, you being responsible. So next time, I'm going to let you know. If you do this again, that's going to be your last time. We're not going to do more than 2. Okay. Yeah, that might sound, but that's how you got to do stuff, man. I'm from an era where, you know, that's how we had to do stuff, man. They come in the store, you let them know, hey, man, I'll let you come in again, but that's it. Because, you know, it's business. I'll let you come in again, but you do it again. Hey, you're done. All right, I'm gonna give you another chance. So I'm gonna read this. That's my man. A business that supports abortion or not will gain nothing by saying they support it. You'll piss off some customers and make others happy.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can totally dig it because it's true. If you support it or don't, regardless, you shoot yourself in the foot because you're going to deal with employees who are on both sides of an argument. You don't know how many are on what side. And as soon as you make the statement, things get heavy. Now, there's been multiple Slack conversations I heard within Bethesda. There's been multiple things where all this has leaked over. Okay, people have actually started going at each other. People have, literally stated long rants about why they support something, why they don't support something. But when it comes to the video game realm, that's when it comes to Nick Moses 05 desk. And that's when I got to talk about it. So I'm going to say this for all the video game companies. There have been some who have done some wonderful things. Let's talk about that. Some video game companies have been in support of relocation assistance. That is something that if an employee, as a woman, let's say you feel like, hey, I don't want to have this, right? Or a guy, it could be a guy too. You don't want to be in a situation to where you might be a big time ball player and then cheated on your wife and got somebody pregnant and you like, ooh, I got to end this. But guess what? You can't, brother. It's over. She gonna like, hey, it's over. You might as well just give her half the house. Okay. And the wife gonna leave you. So that's the way it would work. So in certain instances, you say, yeah, that's perfect. That would teach these, athletes to stop going around sleeping. But I'm gonna tell you, it won't. Rate of sex will not change. People might be a little more protected, might be safe, or they'll just go to states where they can get it done. It's not far. Okay, it's not hard to travel. Like I travel here, I get it done. And I'm telling y'all, this is going to happen. There is going to be states that are really going to encourage people from other states to come. That's not only that, it's revenue. Okay, it's revenue. They're going to encourage, hey, you're having problems over there? Come over to this state. We'll take you. We'll take you just fine. Just come on over. We got enough room. Damn, that's crazy, man. But relocation assistance is a beautiful thing because if these people want to move, they can move and also get assistance with that. How would you, Nick, if you had the choice of relocation assistance, would you give it? I'm going to be honest, y'all. As an owner, if I had 2,000 employees, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. But I'm going to be honest, I probably... Damn, that's a tough one, man. And I sound so sick in the head by even debating it. Like, I sound like a pompous jackass right now. Like, why are you debating it? Just give them, help them with relocating. But the reason being is because I have had a lot of people in my life, not recent, but in my younger years, disappoint. And I don't got a lot of faith in a lot of people. I just don't. I don't have faith in a lot of people. So when I don't got faith, I automatically expect disappointment. So it's no surprise for me when I expect this disappointment, and this is what I get. But I want to say in this case, I don't think I would want to. Because I think people would abuse that. I think some people would say, hey, I want to relocate. I don't agree, with this decision. I might want an abortion and I don't agree. So can you help me relocate? Now someone may have wanted to move for years to come. It could have been 10 years. They were waiting for the right moment. They couldn't even save. They couldn't do anything. And guess what happens? They say right now, you know what? I want relocation assistance. Damn, they got me. And I got to pay for it. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's a beautiful tactic, something they have done to help those in need. I am one that, like I said, I'm on both sides of the argument on this. I think video game companies, as Micro Gaming Repair said, are never going to win if you pick a side. This is something where you're public facing and also you have employees. So you always want to let the employees know that are dealing with the issues. You're there for them. But at the same token, it's not like you're saying you're not there for the other employees. And if they take it that way, that's their own insecurities that they're dealing with because you never specifically stated it. So they have something internal that they have in them, okay? Because you haven't said anything directly to them. They got their own internal demons that they're working out. And that's what's happening in that case if they get mad. Because most people are going to hear that and they're going to go, hey, well, I agree with the decision that was made, but at least they're supporting the people who don't agree. I'm fine with that. And there should be no argument in that scenario. Now, I am going to go ahead, and I didn't have much more to say on that. I'm going to move on because I could literally be talking about this all day, but this is not the political channel. I don't do all that political shit. This shit is going to get reposted. By the way, shout out all those who've been watching or listening on the podcast, on Apple, on Spotify. What is it? Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Pod something, Pod. What I got cards here. Hold up. Don't think. I'm plugging the shit out myself. Y'all think I'm not about to plug myself right now? Y'all crazy. Okay. Bye, yeah. Look at that. All those places. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Pandora, Pocket Cast, Podcast Addict, Player FM, Podchaser, Deezer, Podcast Index, Castbox, Podfriend, Castro, Listen Notes, and listen to it on RSS feeds, baby. Let's go. Podcast is all over the place. Thank you guys for listening to that because you guys have been making it amazing. Amazing. Been growing like crazy. All right. Even got advertisements now because you guys have been watching and listening so much. Thank you. So let's go ahead and move on. This is the next thing, okay? This is going to be, one of the things that I want to talk about specifically. Hold up. Let me get my images straight. Bam! Oh, shit. Hold up. Hey, for my brother to be thinking we solve. Hold up. Smoking it every day. Smoking that ghetto ganja. That ghetto weed. Now, let's talk about this because I know people are probably saying, damn, repair subscription service? What the hell? Why? But for all my Nintendo Switch lovers, you know where we at. We go back. I don't got to say. Y'all already know. Okay? Shake my hand. Okay? We go back far. We go back really far. And I remember the Nintendo Switch drift on the Joy-Cons being an issue. We all remember that years ago, the class action lawsuit, people who joined in, Nintendo doing this long warranty for repairs and, on and on. I can contact Nintendo now. They'll probably take my Joy-Cons and, they'll probably charge me a small fee, maybe for shipping or something. It's in the back. I don't know. Okay. So, hey, Micro Game, let me put up. This is what I got to put up. And this is why I specifically knew someone like Micro Game Repairs, who has been in the repair business for a long time, would be perfectly, ears open for this. All right. But he says they won't repair anything. Pay a monthly fee in order to get a refurb product. Okay. And I like that. I like the way he put that because in this subscription service, I'm going to pull up the article. Okay. I'm going to just pull it up so we can see it. But I'm going to give you guys the hypothetical and you guys tell me, is this good or is this bad? So you pay a subscription fee that is a yearly fee of $15. 15 American dollars. Okay? So yearly cost covers you for the entire year. So what does it cover, Nick? Let me tell you what it covers. It not only covers the drift issue that you're probably having on not one, but two of your Joy-Cons. It also covers maybe you have some issues that are not the normal Joy-Con drift. Maybe you scratched it. Maybe the rubber's not rubbing the right way and it's breaking off. Well, guess what? Still get a repair, but it doesn't stop there, Nick. You not only could have problems with your Joy-Cons, you can have problems with the console itself. And we cover that as well. And Nick, because you're one of our favorite YouTubers, Nick, we're not going to stop there. We're going to go even further. You say what else? Let me tell you what else. You can get it repaired free of charge once you pay that $15 yearly subscription fee. I know. Hold up. I'm not done. Because I know you're cheering, you're yelling. But not only that, we cover accidental damage. You was playing the Switch by the pool and dropped it. I don't care. Repair. Oh, your dog chewing on your system and you let him chew for 2 hours? Repair. Oh, you took a dump and you dropped your own Switch in the toilet and it's got E. coli on the thumbsticks and controller? Repair. No way. We are not accepting repairs for 15 measly smackaroos. Stop being cheap and cough up the bucks.
Can you dig it?
There we go.
Sucker.
So we will go to the article on this, okay? But that is the case. I am not making this up, okay? Nintendo actually in Japan has launched this subscription service. They launched it in Japan. It's already going. It's launched for Switch repairs. Repairs have been a huge issue. And I want to say this, my man Magnus, he hit to a beautiful point. This is something we got to pull up. I want everybody to take a second and just really zone in on what my man Magnus just said, okay? JJ messed up the system. I get a repair. Yo, for those who don't know, the infamous JJ, okay, has messed up not one, not two, but we can't even count no more. How many systems? Imagine for 15 measly dollars, they said, we don't care. We take it back. Now, I do agree with micro gaming repairs. It's going to be a refurb. It's a lot faster to just refurbish and send that product to some factory where that's all they do. They just get them ready, they fix them up, and they put them back in a box, and they ship them back. And that way they can take their time. We literally nailed it. That is what happens to, I want to say, 90% of these, okay? You're not sending in a refurb system. Okay, I won't say refurb system, but you're not sending in a system for repair. Hey, I got the red ring of death. And you think they're opening up and they're going, hey, we're going to solder this back together. We're going to melt this and we're going to do, hey, here's your system. You ain't getting the same system. You never do. It's a lot faster to just, oh, here we go. We got this one. Put it to the guys who are going to repair it. Send him another one. It's just a lot easier. And that's the way it works. Okay? Just the way it works. All right? So I'm going to pull this up on screen here. Let's do it. So this is on Nintendo Life. Shout out Nintendo Life and Ollie Reynolds. I need you on the channel. I got all these other writers, Kotaku writers, writers in other places. I'm blanking out right now, but I do interviews with all types of people from the gaming industry. I need you, Ollie. Stop playing Nintendo Life. Switch. Let's do, I don't know all the signs, but But it launched in Japan. It's no secret that the Switch, or more specifically, the Switch's Joy-Cons controllers have been subject to a number of faults through the years, perhaps most infamously the dreaded drift. The Joy-Con controllers have been a source of pain for gamers all over the world, many opting for the much more reliable Pro Controller, which, by the way, is over there. I was going to grab it. I got a Pro Controller. Pro Controller I'm still playing with. It is wonderful. But some games, I think, don't support it because it just cuts off when you play certain games. So maybe it's support for certain games. I don't know. But it seems Nintendo is finally looking to provide a meaningful service. This is not just a regular service. Because they get, over here, I'm going to let y'all know, United States right now, you send that joint in, you send it in, and he's right. You're getting a refurbished one, and you better hope it works longer than 6 months. Xbox, I want to talk to Microsoft for a second. Microsoft had a drift issue too. And now it's the Series X. I paid all that damn money for that system. And you know what I did. I said, my warranty about to come up on a year and this shit drifted? Hell no. Microsoft website, send it in. But guess what Microsoft did? They sent me another one. That shit was so smooth, I couldn't say nothing. I got the new one, and I have not had one drift issue since I had it. I don't know what Microsoft did, but I'm using the controller the same way. And it was me playing on the controller. Sometimes kids, but mostly me. And I know kids are rough. All right. So They launched a subscription service in Japan to aid customers requiring switch repairs. As reported by VGC, the service is known as Wide Care and will cost consumers 200 yen per month. That's roughly $1.50. $15. Now look, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is the God's honest truth. I know how it is because of inflation. Prices are just high. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous how inflation has hit us. But I'm not gonna lie, $1.50 a month. That's you can't damn near beat that. $1.50 a month. If I go to McDonald's and get a cheeseburger, just one cheeseburger, I'm spending more than $1.50. I remember when they had Cheeseburger Appreciation Day and the damn cheeseburgers were 35 cents. I'm getting old. But you going in now, $1.39. $1.39 is the same cheeseburger. Do y'all do Custom Appreciation Day McDonald's? Let me tell you. But anyway, but yes, you can't complain about that. If you complain about that, you know, let's be honest, you spending money elsewhere because $15 a year, $1.50. Now let's see what Wide Care covers, shall we? Okay, let's pull this down because I want everybody to see it as well. Hold on, there we go. All right, for a little bit. Okay, let's scroll down. Wide Care. And look at that. Look at the range. All of them. That OLED, the OG, V2, okay, Arista Marico, whatever you want to say, okay, and the light. All of them, we take care of everything. The service covers pretty much everything that comes with the Switch hardware, including the consoles themselves, the Joy-Con controllers, the damn dock, the little plastic damn dock. I ain't gonna lie, it's still running, even though I dropped it a million times, so I can't really talk about it. That's Nintendo, baby. But customers can claim up to 6 repairs per year. So you can't abuse it. They were smart. Because, you know, some people might think, oh, hey, I got a customer that need a repair. Guess what? I got 6 repairs a year, baby. I ain't going to fix this one. I'm going to send this one to Nintendo because it's a nasty job. Hey. They send it to Nintendo. Nintendo looks, oh, okay, you filled out the warranty information. This is your system. We're going to repair it. Bam! They give it to you. And you already paying the $15 a year. The dock and the AC adapter, even an adapter, blow up the house. You got a new adapter. Customers can claim up to 6 repairs per year, with the service even covering accidental and water damage. You swimming in the pool, laying on the alligator, knowing if you drop the Switch is over for you. And you are the most fearless person in the world because you got Wide Care in Japan. Shout out Japan. I represent, you know, in Japan. Shout out them because, you know, I'm American. I feel like Japan should hate Americans, but they show us love and they forget all that shit happened. Y'all know. If y'all don't know, you need to do your history. Okay, so I rocks with Japan. All right, so what do you make of the new subscription service? It says we ain't gonna get into that. I'm saying, let's talk about some comments and let's get into that. No, we're not gonna do that because that's a whole nother thing. But I want to say to you guys, I'm gonna go through because I know I'm missing some of the chats. So, okay, all right. I believe they started using better pointometers. I don't know if I got pointometers. Is that right? All right, I'm giving it potentiometers. Potentiometers. There we go. Potentiometers. All right, which I think is the little plastic piece inside of the Joy-Con that was causing a lot of the issue. Correct me if I'm wrong. And there were fixes out there that people have issued to change these parts or either put things in there to clean it. It's something that, and as a matter of fact, for how long, not like you'll be able to buy this service on a 3-year-old unit, could you? That's a good question. Michael Gamer, he said, and Michael Gamer, that's a good person because he's one that has repaired a lot of these Joy-Con issues. Being in the repair business, I know you have. You don't even ask me, they're sending it to you. They're just like, here, take this, fix it all. So I know you have dealt with these repairs. So this repair service, you know, you have probably even received systems after they come back from being refurbished. So I could only imagine what you've seen. But I'm going to say this. The best thing he said is, what does it cover exactly? Because it says it all sounds good. Does it cover a 3-year unit? Is there a limit to how many systems can be covered at a time? Maybe we cover only up to 2 systems. You can't have more than 2. We don't cover that. You have to pay another $15 to get 2 more systems in there. Maybe it's 1 system. Maybe we cover everything for 1 system. It's $15 per system. It's a lot of things we don't know. And like you said, for how long? You say a year. Is this going to continue next year? Is it going to continue the year after? Because if I'm depending on this, I need to see this continue. Is it profitable? Like, is this even profitable for them? If it's not profitable, it's something I don't see in long term. But I can see that, one thing I would say with these subscription services, they're usually profitable because a lot of times they're sold as packaged with the system. So when you come into a store, let's say here it's GameStop, you come in there, you buy a Nintendo Switch console, usually a lot of times they say, hey, do you want to buy the warranty for this? This would be a situation where they say, hey, Nintendo offers the wide care warranty. Do you want to buy the wide care warranty? And they say, how much is it? It's $15 per year. You have to purchase it through Nintendo, but we could start you off. Bam, there you go. They start you off. They sign up, pass it over to Nintendo. All your payments then just go through Nintendo. You work with Nintendo. Nothing else with GameStop, right? Possibility. Now, I do agree that there's going to be something in those terms, and I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but it's going to screw everybody. Everybody that thinks is going. And by the way, another thing, I heard that mentioned. Is it going to come to the U.S., Canada? Because usually if it's coming to Canada, it comes to the U.S. and vice versa. Because, right there, just comes right over. Bam, we got it. So will this be in the U.S. or Canada? That is the question. I don't think so. I don't think so. I have to be one to say I don't think so. I think money is a big thing. And that actually takes away from the money being made on the repair side of things. Not just for, you think independent people. Oh, it takes away from these people who are doing repairs. But it takes away from the money being made right now from a lot of these companies, especially Nintendo. Nintendo probably has coverage for Joy-Con warranties, but not the other things, not the system, not the dock, not these, the adapter, other things that may be faulty, that may not be the fault of the consumer. They're not liable. They're charging for those. You're going out buying a new one. How many people do you know have drift issues and go out and buy a new Joy-Con? I can tell you there are hundreds of them who do not want to go through that process of Nintendo of sending in the Joy-Cons or do not want to be Joy-Con-less. Those things are not cheap. They don't want to be Joy-Con-less while they're waiting on something to come back. It is multiple things that you can see as positives and negatives to this. So I'm just going to say this is one that it's a lot up in the air. But let's look at the bright side, though. Accidental damage? I'm sorry, y'all. $15 a year ain't bad, even if it's one system. Accidental damage? Do you know I would get that in a heartbeat? And water damage? So anything happens. When it happens, you can literally go, it's all good. Like imagine one of your kids pick up the system and go, well, bam, I hate your system, Dad. And you go, I'm going to whoop your ass. But outside of that, I'm okay. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. I don't know. That's just me. I'm going crazy. It's amazing, but another thing. So that's just me off of that. Okay. So now on to like I told you, I had a couple other things I'm gonna run through, but that's just my on Nintendo Switch repair service. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the Nintendo Switch repair service is going to be profitable? Is something that's great? Is something that's going to work out? Let me know what you think. All right. Now, last but not least, we are going to move on to my last thing that I'm going to speak about today. And I got something else. I might just move on quickly because I have tons of subjects. Just so you guys know, I have so many subjects to talk about. It's just how many I'm going to get through. Okay. And a lot of people, too, thank you. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yo, I wish I had my stuff in my merch. You know what I mean? Because usually this is a perfect time to plug while you're watching. Thanks all that helped out on my sponsorship, by the way, for Suspects, Mystery Mansion. Shout them out. Yes, I did. Raid, I got paid. Suspects, I will be getting paid. Those sponsorships helped me out greatly. Thank everybody that helped out on that. So now, let's move on to the next one. Bam. And I know probably what people thinking, like, what the hell is going on? Y'all, this was probably the most downright white collar gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Seen a lot. This dude right here was dedicated. And it takes dedication. By the way, Magnus, I know how to raid is. I ain't gonna lie, raid kind of got me too. I was playing for a little bit, but then I got on Suspects, which is like an Among Us. I'm gonna be honest. It's like Among Us, okay? When I was doing a sponsorship, I couldn't say that. It says, don't compare us to Among Us. But literally, just like Among Us. Except it has all, I actually think it's better than Among Us. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's better. And that might be, some people might say it's a long shot, but I think Suspects, Mystery or Murder Mansion or Mystery Mansion, something like that. Go check that game out because it is actually better than Among Us. It has voice chat on the entire time, so you can just talk. If you get close to somebody, you can hear their voice. And during the times when you have those meetings, you can just talk the entire time. It's not like, oh, you can't talk. You can mute somebody. If 2 people mute them, they get muted longer. So, you can't be annoying. It got a lot of things in place. It's a good game. But nonetheless, we ain't talking about none of this shit. We talking about this man right here. This is a gentleman that said, I want to ask a question about a game. How can I ask this question? This gentleman was smart. I got so much to say, but I'm going to first talk about the dedication. Y'all, you got to be dedicated as hell to go through the measures that this guy went through to ask a question that everybody has been wanting to ask for so long to the heads of Nintendo. And when I say heads, it doesn't necessarily have to be the head itself, but to those individuals who actually have communication and can make change within the Nintendo organization. And those meetings are the shareholder meetings. Let me just drop a bomb for myself on that because I don't think nobody knows about shareholder meetings. So for those who have never attended a shareholder meeting, let me tell you, I've had the ability to attend one. Yes, me. I'm not a bazillionaire. You don't have to be a bazillionaire, believe it or not, to attend a shareholder meeting because there are certain requirements to be allowed in shareholder meetings. And this one for Nintendo, I believe you have to own at least 100 shares of Nintendo. If you do, you yourself can join these shareholder meetings. Yes, you can join. You'll be just like these individuals behind me sitting in the seat right now, and you can be on the inside scoop of what's going on with Nintendo, right? You can. You can be there. This guy did it. This guy said, not only do I want to get to those individuals to ask a question, I am going to pay $40,000 damn dollars to do it. My God, $40,000 to ask a question. That's an expensive question, y'all. There's a lot of questions that I would probably pay for to ask to certain individuals because you want the answer. I am sorry. $40,000. So which means he bought $40,000 worth of shares. So I don't want to make this like the dude paid $40,000 out of his pocket and now it's gone. It is actually invested into Nintendo, can pull the money out and have back the money. I don't know how that works with so much. Maybe you have to leave it in there for a certain amount of time. Certain things change. I don't know. I haven't got to the $40,000 on one specific place, right? But I know how that is, being in the shareholder meetings and hearing these things. Now, I seen, man, I got you. I'm going to go ahead and get a micro game. I'm going to throw that link in there. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and explain the last little bit. I'm going to bring on Micro Gaming Repairs to kind of explain some more about some of these things. But shareholder meetings, you're in there and they're talking about, this is our goals. This is our plans. This is what we want to do. These are the things we're thinking about. These are the things that the future holds for us. Oh, kiss our ass, right? And we don't know. I don't want to say kiss our ass. It's more like, don't take your money away. Don't take your money away. Don't take your money away. So they're pretty much kissing the ass of everybody, all the shareholders. So in these meetings, you get asked questions. You might have a questionnaire. The questionnaire will be something along the lines of like, do you think the company should proceed with this? And they'll give some choices and proceed this way, proceed this way, proceed this way. And they vote and everybody votes. And I myself voted on these certain things. I haven't went to a lot of the meetings I've been invited to because some requirements are low. You just have to have a share, and now you're allowed to the shareholder meeting. So, when you get a bunch of these emails and says, hey, shareholder meeting, you start at some point like, okay, I'm not even the big fish here. I got a $5 damn share. Like, what do you need me for? But, that's how shareholder meetings work. And by the way, when I vote, my vote is counted. Even though it's $5, it's counted. So that means something of how they treat it. Okay. By the way, potentiometers. Ah, there we go. Potentiometers. I got it. Potentiometers. I knew I was gonna get it. That was the word. Okay, but so it's not talking about the repair pro. And yo, micro game repair. You cool. You cool. If you want to come on and talk about the repairs, I do want you on for that, sir. I would love to hear your take on that. But I'm gonna just run through my rant for this, and we'll get your take on it. How about that? So definitely come back on, sir. We don't mind. Now, I want to say this: with shareholder meetings comes a lot of red tape. You don't usually get to ask the questions. In the shareholder meetings that I was in, I could not ask those questions because I was a little fish. You better not try to speak to some of these people or even ask. Yeah, we want you to ask questions. Not really. Okay? But if you ask a question, you better make sure it's a good question too, because you're going to really embarrass yourself. And it's some networks here that you probably need. All right? But most of the time, they're kissing your ass on these questions. But you're asking questions in the direction of the company because you're thinking about your moolah, your money. But in this case, this dude, he had a different agenda. This guy said, F0, that's my agenda. So this guy did what nobody else would do. Yep, he did. He went ahead and asked a question. Not only did he just ask the question, he said, have you guys considered bringing back franchises or fan favorite franchises, especially ones like F0? Didn't say it just like that, but, and pretty much they were like, oh, okay, that's a great question. No, get your ass down. Next. That was how it went. But Energist, he gave some, proper answer, hey, we appreciate everybody for loving us and loving this, but we're not moving into that at this time. Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. That's how it went. So this guy, I want to say, at that point, I would have pulled all my shares. I would have took all my shares out. I would say, give me all of it. Give me all my shares back. I'm putting my money into Microsoft. Hell, Xbox about to take on y'all and kick y'all out. But no, he's good. He can leave his money in Nintendo. I don't want to say people take your money in Nintendo, but he did get to ask the question. And you got to be happy that you got to ask, because a lot of people do not get to ask. Believe it or not, people are closer than you think. Even those higher ups, even your athletes, even your celebrities. There's so many people you hear at the beginning of this podcast. I play a lot of artists. Some of those artists you see in battle rap, the battle rap industry, they're millions of views, okay, all over. I can reach out to them and say, can I play your music? They say, yes. Thank you. You know what I mean? So it's not as difficult or as hard to get in touch with some of these people as you think. Now, I just want everybody to know you need at least 100 shares to be part of this Nintendo meeting. But this dude, nonetheless, asked, and they told him no. But we give you kudos, my man, because you had the courage, the knowledge to know how to get in and also hold your nuts and ask the question. That is a bold, bold thing to do. So we're going to give you a bomb. We'll give you the air horn, and we'll also give you a Booker T. Can you dig it, sucker? Because you deserve it. You really deserve it, my man. Kudos to you. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring on my man, MGR. Now, I'm going to bring up the Nintendo Switch repairs, and that's why I got this taken care of, man. I got the images. Bam, I can bring it back up. Look at that. Okay. Ooh, we're nice. So, MGR, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, nice, man. So, how you doing today?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Man, doing good. I can't really complain. Feeling great. Tomorrow, 4th of July. So I'm pretty good. Everything's going good. Health, good. That's a big thing. Okay, a lot of people don't understand. That's a big thing for me. But
yeah.
Other than that, doing good, man. But I'm so glad to have you on. When I first thought of this topic. You're one of the people that I know that have been in a repair business since the original Xbox. So you've been around. You've seen all these different businesses, or let's say companies that have, hey, we got this subscription service to repairs, or send it in.
I got one with my phone.
As I predicted, same thing over and over. So let me ask you, from your perspective, how do you think this would work? Do you think it would work? Or is this something that's really like, there's some fine lining that we're not hearing right now?
Well, guaranteed there is. But what I will say is, it doesn't matter what you send in, you're going to get a refurbished device back. Joy-Cons probably not, because I've sent multiple sets of Joy-Cons to Nintendo Service Center here, and I do get the same ones back. I check the serial numbers. That said, I will fix Joy-Cons if asked, but I always do give people the link for Nintendo's repair program because it's free still. But some people don't want to wait. So if they want to do it, I'll do it. But, you know, I do help people out in that respect because I know it can be done for free. In terms of the actual Switch itself, I would say if you have a Switch that's doing like the blue screen issue, yeah, I don't think that's going to be covered under that program because they're going to say that's user caused. But if they fix it, they fix it. I don't think it's going to reach over to Canada and the US. At least not for a while. It's more of a test market, I would believe right now.
I don't know. That was well broken down. One of the things I want to say, and I want to see if you remember, and you've probably been through this, but I remember Xbox 360 sending in consoles for repair. And I remember Red Ring of Death, famous one. I actually sent a lot of systems in, and they were just sending back refurbished systems, and I was fine with that. But there were certain points where I noticed they would send a system back, and if I didn't have original firmware, I had a sticker with an arrow pointing to my disk drive. If I had a different cable, I had things pointing to the cable. They were really like opening the system and taking a look. And I'm not sure if they were opening it or just running it through a diagnostic tool. But do you think that Nintendo will be doing a lot of the same processes to verify if something's legit to be covered?
Of course.
Damn.
Because they know there's like, I can guarantee you water damage won't be covered for one. Or if it is, it'll be like how I've had it, where I bought a broken Switch before from someone for like $50 here, sent it in and got a new one back, no questions asked. I've also done the same thing again, but was told, oh, it's caused by, you know, user damage or user caused damage or whatever, and they would make me pay $150 to give me another, like a refurbished Switch tablet. I think it's going to be the exact same thing. I don't know. It is what it is, right? If it works how they say it does, then, you know, it's good for the end consumer. It sucks for me, but it's good for the end consumer. Most people, well, what I want to know is, at what point do you have to purchase this program? Is it within the first 30 days? Is it, you know, within the first year? It wouldn't make sense, financially speaking, to allow people to buy it a year or two later. It just doesn't make sense. Right? So the one with my phone, I pay like $11 a month for the Pixel 6 Pro coverage. It covers everything. I could drive over the phone or destroy it with a hammer and they'll give me another one. But I had to get it within the first 30 days of buying it. I can cancel it whenever I want, but as long as I'm paying for it every single month, I'm good for 3 years. But it is what it is, right? So what I don't like in terms of stuff like that is this all the stuff they can't fix that they're going to get in, it all ends up in landfills, and then it just causes more problems to begin with, right? So
no, and I don't think a lot of people understand how that process works. How does the process usually work? Because in my mind, I've always thought when these systems come in originally, I thought, hey, they're coming in and there's some guy who's like been trained to work on them, and your system gets in front of him and he busts out his torch screw. He unscrewed your Xbox, you know, he opened it up and he got to working on it and he fixed your system and sent it back to you. Do most of them work like that? or is it
The service
just
temporary?
yeah? And let's say in this case, Xbox, I'm not sure how they did it, but let's say Nintendo, this service. Do you think this service would be someone possibly repairing on these, or is it
No,
okay?
no. It's going to be okay. The joystick's drifting. Yeah, they'll probably replace the joysticks because it does not take long to do at all. More often than not, the stuff's just going to end up in a huge pile. You get a new device, well, refurbished device back. It ends up in a pile, the broken one, and then it gets sent to a third world country just to sit in huge piles. Right?
Nah, I agree, and that's that's what people don't talk about. What
Mm-hmm.
happens with all that waste? Because we know there are tons of systems that are not worth the money or the time to
Right.
even work on. So what happens to all of those? And I think you pretty much nailed it. You're right. It goes to some third world country. Hey, maybe they'll make use of it. But if they don't,
It
goes
gets
in land.
buried, pretty much.
I'm with you. And that's something, that's a whole, you know what? You touched on something deeper that we might need to go into one day. But with this program, $15, how does the price sound? Does the price sound good to you? $15 a year.
Sounds too good to be true.
I'm
That's
not
just
gonna
my
lie.
opinion. I mean, I might be wrong. I mean, it's just how is that financially viable? Like it doesn't make sense.
I'm with you. I don't know either. I just don't understand. So I thought about it. I said, okay, $15 a year. The only way I thought it could be viable is if you limit it to $15 a year per console. All right. So now if they got more than one system, at least now you're looking at 30, 45, and you can start going up. But if it's $15 a year and it's saying, hey, you're covered, and I'm not sure that's another thing. They didn't say if different systems, different price points, is an OLED insured more than they liked. OLED
Exactly.
costs a lot more.
There's information that we don't know about it yet. It doesn't make sense to me. Why? Like, I don't know. I mean, if it takes off and it's exactly how they say it is, then other company. I can't see Sony or Microsoft doing that. Not with the cost involved to manufacture those consoles. It does make me question what is the quality of their manufacturing if they're going to offer a service like this and just keep recycling systems over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean,
you're right.
I mean, I see so many Nintendo Switches. I got 2 brought to me yesterday for repair. I got 1 coming tomorrow. I see these things regularly. It's the thing I work on most right now, to the point where I don't even want to do it anymore, but I am.
Yeah, and you know what? I totally relate to that. When you're doing something so much that you just say, you know what? I almost don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah. It's worth it in the end, right? But for me, like profit-wise, but it's just, I don't know. It's a very poorly manufactured console, to say the least. Even on the OLED, like you knock the OLED one, in the wrong spot, and there's a little chip on that board that's responsible for controlling the fan, charging the Joy-Cons. I've seen 4 of those already, where it's just a cold solder joint, and all I have to do is reflow it. But why the hell should that even have to be done?
Damn, you're right. So if they're able to offer this service for $15 a year, and if they're badly put together, it's possible that they're not spending much or even paying much for the people
Probably
who are
not.
working on them. And we know how that goes when you give someone low pay to work on something.
Yeah, I don't know what the salaries are like in Japan, but I have no idea.
No, I'm not sure either. You do. So, MGR, any last words you got, man, before you out?
Well, funny enough, I have another JJ OLED coming to me.
Yeah, MGM, man, another JJL. So let me ask you for this, what the hell? Like, I don't even know what to say at this point, man. I want to say what was JJ doing, but I'm not shocked. He's been tearing him up. But do you seriously think at this point that he had any idea what he was doing? Because at this point, it's so many that I mean, what? How? I don't know.
I have no words, to be honest.
I don't know. And the community trust for so long. Like,
You just got to stand behind your work. That's what you have to do. Just stand behind your work. If something goes wrong, fix it.
That's it.
It's a hassle.
You're right. It is, because you're dealing with not only consoles and systems that, you know, the reliability is up to how durable the console is, and then you're dealing with people on the other side who don't understand or care how that works or the time it takes.
Part of me wonders with this repair program Nintendo's doing. Part of me wonders is, are they doing this to avoid another class action lawsuit like they did with the Joy-Cons? Wondering actually if that's the case, because again, I see so many of those devices, even OLEDs, just for regular repairs.
Damn. And I will
mainly
say
the USB port, right? But
yeah, true. But still, you're absolutely correct. I mean, I've dealt with. I don't think I have a Switch that didn't suffer from drift at some point, that I've had to either send back in, I've had to do something. And I've worked with a lot. That Xbox 360, that failure rate, no lie, was probably 60% when it first came out. It was bad.
I had a friend that he had to send them back. Well, it was always a different console, but 7 times. 7. Funny enough, I firmware flashed all the DVD drives on them too. They still got, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's so funny about that? Because I was saying about that, I had so many systems under warranty under my account. My list was so long because nobody ever cared. And I'm like, yo, you do know you got a warranty. You could just rip it. And they're like, man, I don't even care. I just want the hookup, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at the time, I was slanging them banging. You know what I mean? I was, hey, here you go, boom, and this, and you know, long time coming now, but I think you're right on that, man. I think they're pretty much, it's something we don't know, and I think you nailed it. But MGR,
I don't think it's coming over here. Personally, I don't think it's coming over here. But yeah, that's it from me, man.
My dude, MGR, and it's not. We both know it's really, we'll make a lot more money by not bringing that over here. So I don't think it's coming, okay? But nonetheless, my man MGR, I'm gonna holler at you later, my dude.
Have a good one.
Later, man. Yo, y'all already know MGR, my dude, man. Appreciate that, dropping that knowledge, man. Let's go ahead. Hold on, my sounds. That's what it was. And then my man Marcus said, MGR, you not turning down that repair money. It's too good. He said, hey, look, that's what I'm not gonna lie. Now, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some real knowledge. I told this story before, but I'm gonna explain to people now who do not know how Nick Moses 05 got down back in the eras. Okay. Xbox 360 era, I was slanging and banging. Team Executor Cool Runners was all day, and I went through all of them. Okay, the first one, the second one, the threes, the CR4s, the big ones, the exit, all of them, everything. I went through them all. I was changing different, you know. Oh, hey, it's not Instaboot. Let me make the wire a little bit longer and coil it around the the X clamp. Like, there was all types of different things back then that were just certain things everybody knew with modding. I was such a damn, like, I was hustling. I was on the side of GameStop selling games to people, and I would tell them they have to get their system modded first. And guess how I was getting them? Hey, you can have your system modified, and you're going to go in here and buy a game for $50. Because at the time, $50 was the price for newer games. So I was like, you're going to buy a game for $50. Why don't you come for me and pay $50 to have your system modified? And now throw in a free game. I was hitting them. I was killing them. I was throwing in the free game. So they coming over. I bam, boom, boom, boom. And I had all the pieces. So I ain't even have to bring them to the computer. And I just had the laptop. Bust out the laptop. I was modifying Xbox 360s at McDonald's. I am not playing. They had a socket right there in McDonald's. Boop. I plugged it up. I opened it up. I had everything right here. And I boop, boop. Had probes and all that. Oh, I had the probe. You got a light on drive. Let me take this off. got the key, boom, you flash, bro. They like, it worked. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna show you. Had portable TVs and everything. I was slanging and banging back then. Okay, I was selling the games. Statute of limitation. Okay, past 7 years. Okay, but I was slanging and banging them games. I was selling them. Man, I had them. $10 each, 3 for $25. Brand new games early sometimes. I'm like, yo, I got the games early. So not only was I selling the modification, okay, I want to say selling it. Not only was I charging to do the modification, I was also charging for the games. And I tell them, you can make the games yourself. Because see, that's one thing micro gaming repairs are saying, hey, I can tell you where to go ahead and get your Switch. But guess what? People don't want to do it. I'm telling you, here, this is how you burn the games. And guess what? Nobody wanted to do it. They're like, no, I'm not about to buy no drive and go buy some dual layer disc. And then I got to do, no, man, I'm going to just come to you. Okay. And that's what happened. So it was a time where a lot of modders were happy. And think about the systems back then, the PlayStation 3. We talked about that. Oh my goodness. The solderless mod, just open the system up, place it down on there, clip it down. Boom, bam. Oh my God. This is the golden era. Okay, Wii's and Wii U's and oh my goodness. And now we got here. So anyways, we out, yo. I ain't gonna hold up no time. It's your boy, Nick Moses 05. We are right perfectly at the 3 hour mark. Yo, before we go, hold up. Don't go nowhere yet. I got something to say. I have been slacking on the videos and the posts, guys. It's because my family's here, man. I got kids from out of town. I got other family, a lot of things going on. It's the 4th. I've been slacking. So work with me for this holiday, okay? I still had to bring the holiday because I had to do this one because we missed the last one. So I had to do this. So everybody, enjoy your 4th of July. There's more interviews coming. I got other interviews with Alacia VR game, other writers, other things. Like I told you, this doesn't stop here. It continues going. Tutorials, YouTube. You will be getting love, YouTube. I'm going to show YouTube extra love because YouTube's been getting neglected. And I'm not going to do you like that. We out. Holla at y'all. Love y'all, man. Mo fam, y'all keep this damn show moving. Without y'all, there is no me. Appreciate Magnus for the donation. Appreciate Joshua Drake for the donation. And everybody who tuned in. Marcus, Micro Game Repairs, Joe, Shane, Death Specimen was here. My man Death Specimen was here. Kyle, Sage, Red Ghost. Who else? I don't know. I'm probably leaving somebody out. Jethro. That's who it was. PK, my man PK, everybody who tuned in, I really appreciate it. I cannot say anything more. My man Eric, too, by the way, my man Eric hooking me up. Yo, Eric, holla at me, man. I need that PlayStation 4 ASAP, so we can get on there. I need all this Sony news. I need to be a part of this. My man playing Elden Ring right in front of me. My man Sage played Elden Ring right in front of me, and it was moving smooth.